how much they make sense to him and how much they serve him. If they don't, he'll attempt to challenge them, but at this point, I don't think he'll die on that sword.
For Trymere, for now, he respects the current authority and systems of power there are now. Like as long as there, basically as long as there isn't really any internal what we call unrest or chaos going on, unless there is a need for change. He'll he'll also uh, basically what you say be an advocate for change if there are any problems. But for now, it seems there isn't. But with currently at the moment with the Frostforge, he is finding quite a lot of historical revelations involving Lorafax the First Elf.
I think Mikkel would mostly uphold structures and authorities unless they go against his moral code and what he's learned from Broderick and growing up there. Like if he's in a new area, obviously he'll follow the local laws. But if they start fucking with, I don't know, Gorm or whoever from the party, might or rather he would stand up against it.
Are you there?
Can you hear us? We can't hear you trying to talk.
Hopefully, they're able to sort their mic out. I wonder where Hilt is.
Yeah, guess something must be holding him up.
He said he's on his way.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can start with the recap, and hopefully he will arrive by the time we get there, and then maybe he and Comrade can answer their questions before we start.
Okay. Yep. I decided to. I'm gonna write the recap so there aren't any pauses or hesitations when I'm recapping. So, is he there?
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
There you are. What happened? He had to.
stubbed my toe.
Stubbed your toe?
I stubbed my toe. No, I was fixing up some stuff with just a little sibling. We were outside.
Yep.
All right.
So you just in time to hear the recap.
Yep.
Give you a moment to log on.
Yep. And Mikhail, did you meet Hieta or not yet?
I wasn't at the session where.
Okay.
2 weeks. Yeah, no. Would have only
Okay.
did you.
Okay. Yep. Well, with introductions in the recap, our new player Hieta, I introduced, and he is actually from another country. He's in Sweden, so we're all from different countries.
Hey.
This group is.
Where were you from?
Sweden.
Ah,
Sweden.
okay.
Yes. So anyway, here is the recap, which I typed up and posted in our stream.
Hey, I
Okay,
remember
7th
this stuff.
session. Yep. So session 9 recap. So as the party solved the riddle to enter the Frostforge, Gorm caught up with a stranger called Hieta. The party encountered the ancient mythical dragon Vatrander and took notice of Hieta and learned that he apparently had business with picking up the imprisoned Valkyrie. The party then met a Frostmourne who is the mother of Hjorn, who was on black ice, keeping her alive as her chest had an open wound. She claimed that the first elf Lorifax betrayed the Frost Giants, and it puzzled Trymere, as Lorifax is described to be a woman, but she claims he is a man, Lorifax. Also, she, like Vatrander, wishes the Frostforge not to be lit, which puzzles Hjorn. There was a lot of back and forth and debate on whether the Frostforge should be lit. Then Gorm, frustrated, pointed his arm at Hjorn's mother and left the forge at the end. The party's still debating on this issue of the Frostforge. So yes, that's the recap.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Like, is Carmel still having mic issues?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
everyone has functioning mics now?
A big one. Never mind.
I guess the last 2 players can answer the question in the chat.
We'll momentarily. Right, I'm just listening around. I'm trying to get in on Forge, but it's not.
Yeah,
So,
it takes a bit to
a little
load.
bit troublesome.
It takes like a few seconds. Ugh.
For me, it's at least a minute or 30 seconds to a minute.
Well, that's also like nothing. I used to have to log in like a quarter or half an hour before just to make sure I could get in.
Same.
Well, let's
My
see.
condolences.
That's an easy one. That's actually I guess they don't have an issue with authority figures or structures of powers as long as they don't stand in way of their greatness. And in case the system stands in way in their greatness, it's bad civilization and must be destroyed.
Yeah, sorry, it's give me just a moment. Iron Man when Doctor Strange or when Hulk just didn't want to perform. Oh yeah, one second.
Oh, new map.
Okay. How many modules are on this one?
All of them.
Ah. Ah. Let's see. How does it go to view authority figures and structures of power? And that is like the challenge of all these systems. What?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Now we can.
We can hear you. We can hear you now. Were you saying something?
I've been talking for ages. I've gotten no responses, and I'm just like, what the fuck is with everyone tonight?
No.
Well, what happened? Like you moved back to this map. What were you saying?
Yeah, just I've been talking for so long. Just 1 second. Let me make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh man, I would.
Well done.
I feel like some important narration is going on there.
That explains why it was so eerily quiet.
Yeah, for me, I was having some blankets because it's getting real cold in the west.
And kind of cold here too.
Welcome back, TM.
Okay, I'm back. I thought everyone was just ignoring me. I was really like, geez, how is everyone distracted tonight? Before we actually start, does Hilter want to give us an answer there to that question of how your character views authority figures and structures of power?
Oh yeah, sure thing. I just I was just looking at it. Oh brother, I all tapped away and I'm
Can Control Z undo?
no, I'm trying to tap back in and it's just a white screen.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
oh, okay.
I think my character would be I mean he'd respect them, he'd be fine with honestly, yeah, probably both. Challenging and upholding it. Like changing it slightly, but not like completely reforming it. The fuck?
Sure, we will get to see more of his perspective on that one as we go along. But for now, we rejoin Gorm as he has just stormed out of the chamber and into the Frost Forge, where Mikil, we will say you arrived at the door and you did come inside and you were able to kind of look at some of this tech as you were moving through. I assume that's why it took you a while to join the others. You've really been nerding out over this forge, and you can give me a perception or an investigation check to start with and see when you enter this scene.
Okay. I'll do investigation. That'll be
Hey, big
24.
roll.
Okay, yeah, so he's been very busy in the forge. You've heard some murmurings, you know where everyone is, but you've been looking into some of this stuff. So you will overhear the following conversation, and you can let me know when you join. But as Gorm walks out of that chamber, you will hear what sounds like laughter on the wind, Gorm, as it's like a chuckle in this chamber, and you hear a voice from somewhere in the room just saying, "Well, they're a stubborn bunch, aren't they?" What do we see Gorm do?
Like looks around the room trying to find the stores.
You can give a perception check as you glance around.
Hey, big rolls.
Oh, very nice. So yeah, with that, you look around the room and you see the snow move as though something has just been like moving through through the room, but you don't actually see any physical figure. And I believe you activated your eye last time, right? Is
I
it
did.
still is it still active?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, so it should still be up.
So you would see the outline of a figure sitting on the edge of one of these old broken pieces of machinery, and you just sort of see their silhouette. Like something is still hidden from you, even with that vision. And then you see him tilt the head to the side and laugh and just say, "That eye is really going to be quite troublesome, isn't it?" As he reveals himself, and you see Loki sitting
Oh
upon
shit!
the machinery, looking down at you with a smile.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed today.
I've heard quite a few things, and people are very interested to see what you're going to do, but I can't say I expected you to take her hostage. That was a surprise.
It was the only option that wasn't considered. I've seen the reactions. This will most likely go nowhere.
Well, you can't always win. You can't make friends with everyone, Gorm. Seems your folk have tried, but, well, giants and dragons, they're much harder to make friends with, in my experience.
So because the gods and giants and gods and dragons are besties.
It's a little more nuanced than that. I mean, I'm a giant, aren't I? And a god. But who's keeping track?
I assume you're not here because you got bored and wanted someone to talk with.
Oh, well, I didn't come for the chat, but I have just come to watch. Whatever happens here between those two is likely to have quite an effect on the realm. This place is, well, this place is something special. Though they're both wrong, you know. It wasn't made by dwarves or elves or giants or dragons, not even gods. Some say these places were the invention of a mouse. Can you believe it? I wonder if that's why the mouse were reduced to vermin. Maybe as punishment.
A mouse.
You know, I barely believe it myself, and look, never trust a trickster, but I'm telling you, that's what the legends say.
Is there any proof to the legend? I think walking back in there and telling them you're all wrong, a mouse built this place, they'll just lay down their arms and hug and kumbaya.
No, I don't think they would. But as a representative of the gods, I think you do have some sway here. Though getting them to be friends, I doubt that one's all that possible. At this point, Mikil, you are overhearing all of this. Would you be doing anything in particular? Would you be eavesdropping or maybe making your way in?
Well, I feel like if I eavesdrop low-key, like just from purely what I understand from the myths and what I've been told as a child, he would just know. So I think Mikkel would just try and be unbothered by this and just keep looking at, all this fancy tech.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you want to give a religion check to be able to tell that that is Loki speaking, I don't think he's given away too much, but you can definitely hear Gorm talking to someone, and this has been an uninhabited forge for quite some time.
That's a fair point. Okay. That would be a 19.
Yeah, from what you gather, from what you hear him saying, it's like it could be, but there's no way Gorm's talking to Loki right now. But to be fair, yeah, the stuff you're looking at is this is a tangible thing. You're pretty sure that you're like, this is Titan tech. I need to be looking.
Did I speak with Ratatoskor already? Oh, is it that far-fetched? I'm speaking to Loki now.
You saw Thor come down and smite one of your party members.
Yeah.
And I think someone's met Odin, but yeah, you've seen Freya. The gods are definitely. It's not the strangest thing in the world for them to show themselves, but it is still a big deal. Like, it's not often that they pop down for a chat with a mortal.
I'll tell him. Well, I already told them that I'm chosen of Aegir. They know I am a representative of a god at least. But they seem too adamant.
Well, I suppose you've made your choice, and if you abandon them, then so do the gods. Although, there is still one in there that may make a difference. I wonder. And you can see that he looks quite excited. Like he's definitely not getting involved himself, but is listening in close.
Wait, what's up with the gods and talking in riddles? Just speak normally.
Do you want to know? I'm not hiding anything. I told you I'm just here to watch.
Well, if you're here to watch, why are we talking?
Well, because you left the scene. I was quite interested as to why, seeing as you are Aegir's favorite, as money's riding on you. But your friends in there, not sure they're ready to piss off a dragon, or a giant for that matter.
So I'm ready to piss off either as well.
You're welcome to wait out here with me. Let's see how things progress. And yeah, at this point, you kind of have the choice to stay out of the other scene, because we are going to go back there in a second. But also for Mikil, like this is a chance for you to rejoin the story. Yeah, so
Yes.
you can continue looking through all this machinery, but the rest of the party is at the heart of the forge. They are busy debating with the frost giant and the dragon about whether it should be relit. Imagine that's a conversation you'd want to get involved in.
Oh yes, definitely. I'm gonna link up back with the rest.
Then, as Mikil starts making his way down the passage, Loki just says, "Well, I suppose I wish you all luck. And don't forget, the gods are watching." And he taps at his eye just as Mikil walks into. And you spot him just for a moment up at the top before he starts to dissolve away into the snow and mist.
Mikkel's just like looking back, rubbing his eyes, like, just make sure he's not asleep. Like, did my eyes just deceive me? I'll head inside.
Be able to move your token.
Okay. Am I missing something? Is this supposed to be like a thing I can press or?
No, I just thought you'd want to walk into the room. Okay, well, let's move things along.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
Any interaction between Gorm and Mikil as you walk in there? Is he catching him up on anything, or you just silently passing each other?
Who were you talking to, Gorm?
Loki.
Sorry, did I hear that right? You were talking to Loki?
Yeah. Just normal day here.
Normal day for the folk in Bordeaux.
Yeah.
I heard some of the conversation, but it sounds like he really wants things to start rolling. I feel like he's gonna cause trouble sooner rather than later.
Well, he's the god of trickery.
So it would make sense, yeah.
But if the gods are watching, maybe give a sign or something. I just like yell like to the room. They can probably watch through my eye, which I've
Yeah,
learned.
when Loki was tapping at his eye, you got the impression he was saying that they are watching through that. That is, you definitely get that impression, and you hear both of you. You hear Loki laughing on the wind again, as you ask for a sign. But yeah, it seems like he is at least watching, and from what he said, at least Aegir is probably keeping a close eye on you.
Keeping a close eye, but won't say a thing.
Great. So we've got at least 2 gods watching us. I can't say. I don't know about my privacy here. But then again, I just hope Loki won't be up to anything. Just looking around. Wait, what could he be hiding?
He will. I believe he will be seen if he wants to be seen.
That is true. So I suppose you're staying out here, or are you joining? I assume the rest of the party is in there.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's another way. Let's go in.
Okay.
Let's make your way back into the chamber as the debate is in full swing here, and we go back to the elf as what has been happening here as while they were outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, at this point, Trimer would ask, we always hear about the fall, but what of it? The Frostforge's rise, like when, like what was its intentions when it was first made? Like Trimer is asking, like both Vaetender and Frostmourne, like basically it's run. Like we've been discussing the fall, but what about its rise?
Yeah,
like its intentions back then.
You see them both kind of looking at you curiously to hear what you're getting at, but Hjorund would say, "This forge was not built just to craft weapons, but to craft our destiny. This was made for the giants." Vaetender says, "You foolish giant, this was made to build titans. This was created for nothing but war."
Yeah, hearing this, like about this like discussion of the rise, and it's like basically the differences on how to view the Frostforge. Trimer would say, this is difficult. I have made promises to both of you. I promised Vaetender that we would not light this Frostforge again because it would bring destruction and chaos into the world. And we would only talk, while I also promised Hyorin that we would take him to the Frostforge and light it once again to witness its wondrous creations. This situation right now requires me to betray one promise and keep another, but I refuse to do that because that would mean I'm just committing the same thing Thorifax has done. Because right now, I prefer to side with Vaetender because of his wisdom and experience, But siding with you means I have betrayed Hyorin just as Lorfax have betrayed the Frost Giants, repeating the same dishonorable atrocities the elves have done in the past. As a historian, I cannot ignore the lesson of if you do not learn from history, then you are destined to repeat it. That would mean I'm just a historian who only seeks the lost power of the past and does not care about the wisdom or lessons of the past, and that would result in another fall. God, wait a minute. Hold on. Another fall. Rise, fall, rise. Wait, Bjorn, I remember your experience and how you explained that when you were first revived, it felt like waking up after a long slumber that didn't feel very long. But to Vatrander and your mother, it was hundreds of years ago, and a lot has occurred. Your mother believes, along with Vatrander, that this forge shouldn't be lit again. And you have a hard grasp on why your mother feels this way. Because to you, it felt like moments ago, but to your mother, she had a lot of time to think and reflect. From all that time, she developed the wisdom that if the forge would be lit again, it would incite another fall. A fall much worse than the first that has happened to the Frostforge, where the knowledge and ways of Frost Giant craft would truly be extinct and lost to time. And I know you wouldn't want that because of the great pride and honor you have for your people. But to keep them alive, you mustn't light this forge again. And although you cannot light this forge, you can still, in a way, you can still have a forge to continue the legacy of the Frost Giants. This is my compromise, my solution. I can see, well, from my perspective, you are, in a way, you are both biased. Vatrander and Hyorin. Vatrander, you are right that lighting this forge would incite another great and terrible fall, a fall that involves the destruction and end of many things. But because of that, you cannot see another hope that may achieve the wondrous things the Frostforge has done when Frost Giants used it. Hyorin, you are not wrong in wishing to continue the great legacy of the Frost Giants by wishing to light this forge. But because of the experience of your revival, you cannot grasp or see the insightful wisdom your mother offers you in the disasters that may come in lighting this forge. My compromise. How about we build another forge and craft a new legacy? Hyorin, if you truly honor your people, the Frost Giants, you would listen to the wisdom of your mother. Let this legacy of this Frost Forge rest. So you can start a new legacy, a new forge, where the ways of your people can still be known and exist without another great and terrible fall that would no doubt lead to the very extinction of the ways of the Frost Giants. If you light this forge out of the desire to bring back the old glory of the Frost Giants, then you also bring back its fall. And you must know, Hyorin, there is a difference between glory and honor. Vatrander, you claim to be a giver of wisdom. If that is true, then you would offer your guidance in building this new forge with not only Hyorin, but I, Trymere as well, wish to design this new forge. Whether it will be powered by Ymir's Heart or another power source entirely you have in mind, your guidance would benefit all. Think about it. The historical tale of an elf refusing to break one promise to keep another because he wished not to commit the same dishonorable act of betrayal or dishonesty as Lorfax. If he sided with Vatrander the Dragon and against the Frost Giant Hyorin, the elf would commit a similar act of betrayal that the first elf Lorfax has committed. After all the time and bond this elf has shared with Hyorin, deciding to betray him in the end would reflect what Lorfax has done. And if the elf sided with Hyorin the Giant, the elf would indirectly be responsible for another fall. Although not betraying Hyorin directly, siding with Hyorin would still cause an eventual fall, just as Lorfax has caused the eventual fall for the Frost Giants. But this elf refused to side with one particular. Neither did he abstain. He chose to stay and compromise on a solution, while being dedicated to not commit what Lorfax has done, compromising to build a new forge altogether. If you agree to help Vatrander, this historic tale will exist and be shared with future generations to come, teaching the great lesson that it is possible to learn from history and not repeat its mistakes. This forge will be built upon the legacy that the bond of giants and elves that were destroyed by the first elf Lorvax can be reforged by another elf. With the dragon's guidance to build a new forge, a new legacy rekindled, and a bond reformed and reforged between elves and giants, and perhaps a new bond with the dragon, humans and dwarves of the nearby town of Brada. And speaking of which, what do you all think about this? A new forge built all together to build upon a new legacy. What do you guys think as Trymir looks towards the party?
Well, first, Trymir, you can make a persuasion check there, as you are saying that for the others. But then, yeah, we'll go to the others.
Okay, persuasion check.
Yeah.
Okay, no advantage, just straight roll.
A straight roll. I will give you inspiration for this, but you already have inspiration, so either that'll go to the party or you can use it.
Yeah. Let's see. First roll.
Super inspiration.
Oh, then okay, I'm gonna reroll. Yeah, I saw that nat 20, and it was so close to that, and it rolled over to 2. Okay, persuasion. Okay, come on. Where's
This is a very hard to see, I will point out, but you are very charismatic.
Yes, but I got 2 more. I got 2 inspiration. Wait, let's see. Oh, come on! Why? Don't let me down. Okay, another inspiration.
Can you use multiple inspiration on the same roll? Is that?
Come on.
I feel like there's a rule against that.
I genuinely have no idea. I don't think we ever stacked so many inspirations to use on the same roll.
Yeah, please. At least a 20 or more. Oh my gosh. Is it okay? Because this is so good. I thought about this so hard.
Yeah, but the dice still have something to say about it.
No, please.
Remember, even a nat 20 on a persuasion check isn't like a magical. You're not just convincing anyone of anything. There is still a limit to a persuasion check by itself.
Yeah.
That is very much influenced by the actual argument that you're making. So I am taking that into consideration.
Oh, the influence action, yes. Because if they are hostile towards you, they don't care about what you say.
Rules-wise, it doesn't say you can't use multiple. It says you get advantage on the roll, but it does say you cannot have multiple inspirations as well. So, which is up to your interpretation.
Man.
Yeah, I mean the party inspiration would be something that kind of the whole group can do. So I'm going to say you can't use multiple party inspirations, but we could say that as a reflection of someone else giving you inspiration. But I'm going to be right back. What are the rest of you thinking?
Yeah, like this new forge Trymir is taking on, and like this new legacy tale of an elf refusing to repeat the mistakes of history, as Lorfax has done to, like the Frostborn, as you see there, an example of betrayal of the first elf Lorfax.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. You can expend inspiration to re-roll any dice immediately after rolling it, and must use the new roll.
Yeah, but does it say you can use another inspiration?
You must use a new roll, yeah.
Let me post the thing directly from the rules glossary.
So it's kind of like using, is it lucky, like the halfling?
Yeah, lucky.
No, the lucky is another thing, because then you just give yourself advantage.
So that's inspiration. You can use it to get advantage on a roll. That's what I read in the rulebook here.
And if it says you have to use the new roll, then that's
you must use the new
that's
roll.
a little bit tough.
What's heroic inspiration though?
It's just inspiration.
Okay, so I'll say, look, we can say you can only use one inspiration, but an inspiration can still be used to re-roll. If you have advantage, you can still re-roll one of the dice. So if someone wants to give the help action here by adding to this sort of persuasion and to this argument, you may be able to give him another roll.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. What
That was
what
really
can you add
helpful
though?
for that.
I have
Yeah.
I have the perfect plan. I walk
no.
up to the dragon. I pull out the portrait, and I'm like, I presume you knew the person in this picture. Why else would it be in your treasure trove? And yes, I did take it. And yes, I am sorry about it, but I don't have many, shall we say, remedy-like things to remember my father by. Now, I heard him. He was a great hero. And, well, his race wasn't known for being great heroes, so wouldn't, shall we say, judging one person's failure be the same as saying that he was also evil because of his race?
The dragon looks down at you and says, "The Goblin King was your father? Well, I had hand in the building of this place as well. You see, that machine that he sits upon was an early version of the Titans. Though I knew him well long ago, he has no place here. His kind are gone, and they will remain so." And you can tell that in that, what you've brought up there, you can tell by his reaction, he's not going to be to try. He doesn't seem like he was a big fan of Guck, but he did keep a picture of him, which maybe a little bit weird, but yeah, I will say you can give me an insight check if you like, but that won't be enough to give the help action, as unless you are trying to. Yeah, no, I'm afraid. So, okay, yeah, with that insight check, you can tell that he doesn't seem swayed by your wanting to know more about this creature, but he definitely knows more about it. He's definitely met Guck himself, and that it's like he knew him a long time ago. So this dragon has more information. But right now, during this debate, it doesn't seem like he's giving any of it up, as he's more focused on whether or not this forge is going to be lit. And there haven't been goblins here in a long time.
Yeah, but for now, Trimir was but for now, Trimir was asking, like basically, like this new forge, new legacy built on like a rekindled bond between elves and giants, and perhaps a new bond with a dragon and a humans and dwarves of nearby town of Broughton. Like he's asking the party of what do they think on Trimir's idea of building a new forge altogether?
Very tricky.
This is also your opportunity to offer that help if you have got some way to help bolster Trimir's argument. What Kamala has said, that seems to be her own separate argument.
Damn, that is tricky.
Yeah. Yep.
I suppose if you were to set up a system like that, we need some kind of governing council. Else,
Would me and Nikhil walk in by that point?
Yeah, you would have walked in like halfway through Timer's proposal. So you would have heard most of it.
Yep. And well, to give context, like a new forge and like a new legacy built. Yeah, and basically the fall of the Frost Forge, it happened because the first elf Lorifax betrayed the Frost Giants, and that resulted in the fall. And basically, both Vapenger and the Frostmourne don't want this forge to be lit because it would incite another fall. And as we can see, the fall caused like many ice giants to be killed. So and Trimer, like in the argument, is saying that if Hyorin lights his forge again out of bringing back the old glory of the Frost Giants, it would also bring back its fall, and this very fall would no doubt lead to the very extinction of the ways of the Frost Giants. And and basically that's the argument Trimer is trying to make, and basically to compromise, try to build this new forge altogether, and letting this Frost Forge, let it rest, let it be at peace. Oh man, was my argument so good?
It's tricky though.
Man, was my argument so good that you guys can't add to it?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Your proposal holds value, that is for sure. Try me. If you were to establish such a place, would need a governing body, because as you've seen, what happened to the Frostforge can't happen again. So rather than being out of the goodness of Hjorund or Vetrunde, pure heart even, it would almost be contractual. Establishing some kind of council governing what happens with the forge would almost be a must. But at that point, we lose some of the agency that the Frost, or that Hjorund wanted for the Frost Forge. What do you propose there?
Well, the prophecy spoke of the three, well, the gods, the dragons, and the giants. One of each.
Yes, so we need a frost giant, a god, and a dragon. Well, we have two of them here, and then we need a god.
The gods are watching.
The gods are watching, yes, as we've established through your eye.
Does Vetrunde seem approving of this though?
Like,
this is going to be the help action on that persuasion check. So Trymere, you can roll one last time, and then we will get to how they respond based on that.
Okay.
Would I be able to guide him?
My gosh!
I got him too.
Will not help. They will not help, and guys will not stuck.
Fucking dice! Fuck you, dice!
Well,
oh my goodness.
You don't suppose that actually even though how flat DM, can I flash of genius that?
You could flash of genius and Gordon could guide. I think that would. How much would that give you total at max? Like an extra 9.
Wait.
DC 20. 20.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, what's the +5?
Flash of genius.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I see. You're adding that.
Like that. I had one more little thingamabobber. Actually, wait, do I even have this? Yeah, can I have one little more thingamabobber?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so it's not a reaction or anything. It's a bonus action. But what if I give him bardic inspiration?
Oh, what? Your bard?
Yeah. What does the bardic inspiration look like from him?
Crazy.
Wait, there we go.
Plot thickens.
Okay, so I can roll that.
Yeah, it's a D6. I mean, I would. Well, I feel like at this point we're all just banding together. So I'm gonna do a borderline. Well, what's it called? Like that shit they did in Lord of the Rings. So, oh, you have my axe. Except like, oh, you have my humanity, I guess.
Support
my
tunes.
Like my word. Like you have my word.
Yeah.
What instrument do you play?
That sounds
You
like a
have my
good idea.
lyre.
You have my sick
Yeah.
tunes. Starts playing.
you have my pan flute.
Should I roll? D6?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, 6.
Let's go! What the fuck? What are we doing?
Okay. Wow.
That'll be a 26.
So, teamwork coming together for a 26.
There's no shot you rolled higher on a d6 than. Okay.
A D20. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times.
The question is it going to be enough?
So, as you finish your argument, this chamber is just filled with tension here, as you guys have not really picked a side between Hjorund or Bertrand. You've kind of tried to find this neutral option here. And with the frost-covered walls sort of humming with this ancient power and the weight of all of this history pressing down on everyone in the room, Bertrand, Hjorund, and the Frost Giantess exchange glances, each of them visibly moved by your words, and everyone banding together here, but seemingly holding on to their own convictions, as this debate is not completely over, but there is something in Trimir's impassioned plea that has made them pause here. And the mighty dragon perched on the walls tilts his head, his ancient reflective eyes sort of narrowing as he considers these words. And his voice is calm, but it carries the weight of all of his experience. I see the wisdom in your proposal, Elf. You speak of forging a new legacy, unshackled by the mistakes of the past. And yet, you ask me to set aside my vigilance. I have guarded this place for at least a century, not out of fear of what was, but because I know what will be if this forge, or any like it, is reignited. His voice grows more intense. It's a rumble like distant thunder. As he says, the fires of creation are not easily tamed, and you would risk igniting them once again. History does not merely repeat itself. Those who think they can control it often become its next victims. Your intentions are noble, Trimir, but the road to ruin is paved with noble intentions.
Mm.
Do you truly believe that the hot-headed ambitions of giants who have always thirsted for power will allow this new forge to remain a tool of peace? You too will be tempted. I will not permit that temptation to take root.
I see. So no matter what, there will always be like a yeah, Tremor says so. No matter what, there will always be a seed of destruction will be planted somehow, some way. It will happen.
Jordan takes a step forward. His fists clenched, and you can see he's still frustrated by this, but there's a flicker of doubt beneath that rage as he says, "You speak well, Elf. You have honored your promises and your word. But this is not just about promises. This is about honor, about reclaiming what was stolen from us." He turns to his mother, his voice softening momentarily as his mother, for too long our people have been shadows of their former selves. If we do not reclaim the power of the forge, we will be lost to history, always buried under the snow forever. You taught me to be proud of my people's strength. How could I honor that if we leave the forge to rust and die?
That means you have missed part of what I said in my speech. There is a difference. Like what you seek is not honor, but glory. And I have said that there's a difference between honor and glory. And to explain to you what that difference is, first point, why do those two words be called different things? Here's my answer. Honor is the self-reflection of one's own pride, one's own ego, the self-reflection, quote unquote. While glory is more so the achievements of one's pride or ego. What you seek is not honor, Yoren, but glory. To bring back an old, and I have said before, if you bring back an old glory, you also bring back its fall.
You dare to speak to me of honor, elf? A new forge, compromise. You ask me to turn my back on the very heart of my people. The Frost Forge, as I said, was not just craft to build weapons. This is our destiny, and you ask me to abandon that destiny for a weak shadow of its former self. I will not forsake the power of my ancestors. If you think we can rebuild something else, you are a fool, Trymir. Only this forge holds the true power of the giants, and I will not let it stay dormant.
Well then, if you will not allow me to lecture you, then listen to your mother. Ask her. Continue asking her questions. What does she say?
The frost giantess, who's remained silent for most of the exchange, finally speaks here as you turn to her, and her voice is soft with the whisper of the wind over frozen tundras, but her words carry the weight of someone who has looked after this forge for so long. My son, and Trymir, you speak of hope, of rekindling bonds that were shattered long ago, and I believe in the wisdom of your words, but I fear you do not truly understand what you ask. She shifts slightly on this black ice throne, her gaze turning to Hyorin. She says, my dear son, I've watched the years pass and I have seen what the world has become. The age of giants is long past. The fires of the forge brought us power, but they also brought us ruin. You are right to want to honor our people, but power without wisdom is nothing but destruction. She closes her eyes briefly as if sort of summoning the strength to continue, and turns back to you. She says to the whole party here, the world is different now. You believe in compromise, and I wish I could see the hope that you see. But the truth is, even the new forge carries with it the same risks, the same hungers, the same temptations that led us to ruin before. You offer us a path forward, but in doing so, you may be leading us to the same fall we suffered centuries ago. And Vatrand, I have loved you for many years, but I see now that your watchfulness has hardened you. You no longer trust in the strength of others to shape the world, and if you cannot see beyond your fears, then perhaps your time as a guardian should end.
Oh gosh, the music got intense.
So despite the wisdom in your argument, the tension between Vatrand and Hyorin, you can feel it sort of boiling over as the mention of building a new forge sort of incites Hyorin's pride, making him feel as though his people's legacy is being denied. And Vatrander's long years of guarding this forge left him sort of unwilling to take any risks here, no matter the compromise. But as Vatrander's suspicion sort of flares, and the frost giantess suggests to him that he shouldn't really guard this place anymore if he's so afraid. You can see his wings are unfurling as he growls. But what are you guys doing here? As you can see, the frost giantess seems to agree with you, but the other two are just getting angrier.
Okay. This.
You can tell there is now a sort of moment this is the moment to choose. You guys have made your argument, and there is now, you can see that the two of them are not too happy with this compromise, despite the fact that you have rolled well and you have definitely convinced the Frost Giantess. So if you would like, I can make another poll to see which side you are going for. But essentially, what you guys are suggesting would be siding with the Frost Giantess, which is kind of the neutral option. I won't say which is good or evil for the other two, but those are the sort of three paths that you have available to you now. Or there's always the fourth of doing something that I'm not expecting.
Hey, oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bit
Yeah,
tricky.
yeah. Ah, damn it. We have no compromise.
Alright, I made my choice.
Like basically the where it's like, I believe in you, but it is impossible.
I'm saying this. Oh,
I won't.
I saying this by saying this, I mean no disrespect to the giants, but I believe the gods are older than anyone in this room. When I stormed off, they spoke to me. Yes, that's not exactly common, but I am standing in a room with two frost giants and an ancient mithril dragon, so I have a reputation of doing the uncommon. The forge wasn't not built by the giants.
Wait, are you expecting a reaction, Gorm?
Considering my next words very carefully.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have any other words.
Yeah,
really? Really? What?
I'm not sure what it was built for. Mikhail, maybe you know, you were looking around.
Could I do an investigation check? Like,
I'd say you can make a history check with advantage. Your investigation was very good earlier, so you will have gotten to look this place over, and you would have some knowledge just from the stories you've been told.
okay. 17.
As far as you could tell, there were a couple of different styles of architecture and technology here. You saw dwarvish, giant, and elvish ruins as you were exploring here. It seems like this forge is as old as the mountain itself. This place has probably been repurposed 100 different times by different cultures, and who the original creators were, you're pretty sure with the 17 it was the dwarves. You think that the dwarves were the ones that sort of would have built anything under the mountains that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dwarves are very famous for their craft.
I mean, as Gorm said, despite the importance of this frost forge, of which it holds to the frost giants, it was in fact, from what I could see, the dwarves who built around this place first. So I don't know what to say about that. Gorm, do you have any add-ons?
Whoever created the place, giants, elves, dwarves, whoever, the giants made it their home. Same way our home is Brodovik.
And hearing this, Trimer would say, wait, I also heard tale about how, well, I guess Metro Dragons like Vader here can turn into giants. I mean, into dwarves. So I don't know if there's a connection there. Perhaps did Vader witness the Forge when it was first created?
You can give me a history check as well, Trymere, because you have actually discussed this, but I can totally understand how it's been lost in all the...
I remember that I made a Nat 20 history check involving like Metro Dragon, and you mentioned with the Nat 20, I heard legends that apparently dwarves can turn into dragons.
Yeah, so that is right, but you've also, there was something in the last session that you would have learned, which you can roll a history check now to access. I'll say you've got advantage.
Okay, I'll roll again. Let's see if I get the Nat 20. Oh, nope, 22 still.
The dice have spoken for you tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the 22, you remember that a couple of them have mentioned how stubborn Baitrinder is, and he himself has mentioned how he used to be a dwarf. It seems like it may be the other way around, that you know full well that dragons are famously shapeshifters, that they can transform themselves into humanoid creatures, and that's often how they disguise themselves. But from what you've learned, Vaitrinder was a dwarf a long time ago that somehow turned into a dragon. So it's kind of the other way around from what you're saying. And from what he said is that he used to be incredibly greedy, that was like he used to give in to greed, and that's when he was hoarding all of that gold. But now he is older and wiser, and he just wants to keep this forge protected. So you know that he's not old enough to have seen the first forge, but he was probably, he may have been here when the first dwarves were here, and been related to the dwarves that might have created the first forge.
Oh, okay. So basically descended from them. Okay. From what Trimer is getting.
Yeah, and as you can assume, the dwarves of Prouder probably are as well. They've probably been here for centuries.
Huh. Well then, well, if Vaitrinder says giants cannot tame it, then what about the dwarves?
Okay, with this, Vaitrinder is going to just flare his wings and shout, "There will be no new forge, no new legacy. You think you can rewrite history without bloodshed, elf? I have seen what happens when power is unleashed, and I will not allow this place to become another instrument of war." As Hyorin then shouts back at him, "Then you are a coward, dragon. You hide behind your wisdom because you fear the power of the giants. I will not let my people's legacy be forgotten. I will light this forge with or without you." And you can see him kind of picking up his axe right here. It seems like they're about to attack each other. Yeah. But what do you guys?
Damn, Trimer was just asking a question. Damn it.
I mean,
you guys have been here for a while in this sort of, so it's like you are mortals talking to these like ancient beings. As an elf, you feel like you've got the age, but you are coming at this from, like Gorm says, if a god is saying this, that's one thing, but are they recognizing you as such an authority figure? Maybe not.
No, not really. But
getting closer to the dragon.
Oh boy.
I'm also going to ask you guys to please vote on the poll there. There's only 2 answers so far.
Oh, right.
Just scroll up a little.
My bad, I forgot.
I forgot.
I forgot. I hit my head.
I'm gonna have to.
I stubbed my toe. Oh right, yeah. Fun thing. We spent nearly the entire last session on this decision.
Debate.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this again. I don't want to spend the whole. It is fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving the argument, but I don't want to spend a whole session in this debate again because we could be here for ever. So that's 5. How many of you are there? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Wait, no, there's 5 of us. Oh gosh,
We'll
we
make a new
voted for
campaign.
Jorn.
Okay. So with that, you have. I feel like that makes sense. The neutral option. Who voted Joran Vatrand? Mikkel's on Joran's side. Mikkel's is on Vatrand's side.
Look,
But
man,
everyone else.
I just wanna bullshit with the Forge. Like, call that green.
Yeah, of course.
You just want to
Naturally.
build news for the shit of it.
Exactly, bro. That's literally my life mission.
But I have an argument no one brought up. If we don't like the Forge, we can't play.
Blow it up.
Camilla makes a valid point. I think everyone should switch to Jordan now.
No.
Nah.
And I think that was a kill though.
Well, with that, as you guys have kind of chosen a side here, you have tried your best to compromise, and everyone stands in this kind of standoff. The chamber goes deathly still, so the very air itself is holding its own breath. The frost giant is seated on her throne of black ice, gazes at all of you with her eyes kind of full of sorrow but also resolve, as her towering form, once so proud and mighty, is now frail, sustained only by the dark magic that binds her to this frozen prison. And you have presented your case, the weight of your words sinking deep into what would be an ancient heart were it not locked up in another room here. And she understands now that no compromise between her son and Bertrand can save the Forge. So with a heavy sigh, she pushes herself to her feet. The icy chains that have kept her alive creak and groan as she steps forward away from the black ice that has preserved her. And immediately the chill fills the room as the magic keeping her alive begins to. She. Oh, as the music failed me. She steps forward and softly, her voice sort of filled with this ancient weariness, says, I have watched over this forge for at least a century, seen the rise and fall of empires, the betrayals, the wars, and I have watched as my people, the giants, were driven to the edge of extinction. She steps forward again, her massive form towering over all of you. But there is no threat in her movement, only finality.
Yeah, like Trimer's just her eyes, his eyes are just focused. Like, oh man, like basically Trimer tries to find a compromise. It seems it's the Frost Giant's turn to basically decide what will happen if there is no compromise.
Yeah, so I hope I haven't made it feel like your argument hasn't made a difference, because it's made a huge impact here. But these are ancient forces that you're dealing with. And as the Frost Giantess steps away from this rock, she says, the fires of this forge have burned for too long in our hearts. They have consumed us, driven us to ruin. It is time for the fire to die. The ground begins to rumble, as though the mountain itself is mourning her decision. She takes one final step away from the black ice, and the moment her feet fully leave the surface, her body begins to shimmer, breaking apart like frost underneath the warmth of the sun. And Huron shouts, Mother, no! As she lifts a hand to stop him, and he freezes in place, his face just twisted with a mixture of rage and sadness. As her voice kind of trembles and looks at him
Says, my dear Hjorund, I love you more than the stars love the night sky, but you must understand. The elf is right. Compromise is necessary, and I believe this is the only way. And she turns back to look at Raytrender, who watches in silence, his eyes wide in shock and disbelief. She says, Raytrender, my love, forgive me. This was always the fate of those who guard too fiercely. I am free now. And with a final mournful smile, the frost giantess raises her arms and with a soft, almost peaceful sigh, dissolves into the air, her form cracking and melting into snowflakes, and the last remnants of her life swirl around the chamber like a giant but gentle winter storm.
Basically, taking down the forge, like no one gets forge. Like cannot use it. Like Jorn cannot use it, and Beatrice cannot guard it.
Yeah, I mean, sitting on a throne for 100 years will do that to you, I guess.
The moment she vanishes, the black ice upon which she sat begins to crack. The cracks spread outwards, reaching the walls of the chamber and then into the very stone of the forge itself. A deep, thunderous rumble fills the air as the ancient power that has sustained the forge for so long begins to unravel. What do you guys do as you see these cracks suddenly racing up the walls? And I fix the music.
Panicking.
Yeah, Trimer's like, time to go.
Should we?
Like that's what Trimer says. Like he's leaving. Trimer's leaving.
Leave?
Yeah. Trimer just looks. Yep, Trimer is an archaeologist. So if he sees cracks like that, he knows it's gonna crumble.
Yeah, I'll just look at the dragon and the giant and say, she cared a lot for both of you. But she clearly didn't want this place to, well, hurt either of you. I know both of you are probably hurt now, but seeing either of you die, was not a price she was willing to pay.
Oh gosh, I had to roar.
I hope you have a good life. I just
yeah, let's go.
As you say that, he jumps down from above and just screams out, "No! This was not meant to happen. She was supposed to live!" And Hjorund, with tears of rage streaming down his frost-covered cheeks, just screams, You brought this upon us! You took her from me! You will pay for her death!" And they charge at each other as you guys start trying to get the hell out of this cabin.
Okay, for a second I thought Hjorund's going after Trimer.
The two of them, the dragon and the giant, are attacking.
Okay,
as they clash and the entire forge is beginning to crumble around you. There are rocks now falling from the ceiling, ice falling, and as you guys head down that passageway, I need everyone to give me an acrobatics or athletics check as the tunnel is starting to crumble.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no.
Decent. It's a 15. I say those are decent numbers. Decent average.
The place is crumbling. Oh no.
It's fine.
Oh no.
Don't you have like advantage or something, or is it only on wisdom from your vampire thingy?
Yeah, I think Carmela, you would have advantage. I'm not sure if mechanically you're supposed to because of your
yeah, it is. Yes.
Okay.
I might be in trouble.
Honestly, it kind of makes sense. You three are like the furthest away from the exit.
Yeah, so you guys up on that ledge, you feel the ledge beginning to crumble, and there are rocks falling from above as you are bracing. You get there last, just as the tunnel is crumbling, and so Hjelte and Carmilla and Gorm, can you all please give me dexterity saving throws
as Mikkel and Trymere, you guys get through the tunnel as it's collapsing behind you. But let's see.
Well, thank fuck we're close enough to Hielte for the +4. I get the +2 from my shield. Ooh, baby.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. So,
Can I use Gorm as an umbrella?
I mean, he
I
may
mean,
be
you're
using you as an umbrella with that roll. Let's see. Dex save.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
Oh. Wait, why,
Oh,
why do I
wow.
have +4, 4, 4, 4?
Don't question it. I don't know.
4 is your dex, 4 is the aura.
Yeah, it is. That's weird.
Yeah, it would have been a 16.
Let's go do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why it's a +4. So 16.
That's fine. A 16 is the DC here. So with that, you guys are all going to succeed and just manage to slip through here. You don't take any damage here. As I want the last of you there, as Gorm, you're kind of caught just before it collapses. You're right behind Mikkel and Trymere. But Carmilla and Hielte, you guys are having to pull some like Tomb Raider shit to get underneath this collapsing tunnel. What does it look like as the two of you have to kind of slide under there or do something?
Oh, I have an idea. Just basically, I like grabbing a hold of Sven's face, and it's like, Sven, we need some ice, and just use him to like create a little ice surface, and just afterwards, and now it's out, and it's just sliding out with using the ice.
Yeah, absolutely. You surf Sven out as he breathes ice onto the floor for you to slip across, and yeah. What about him?
You know, Tilda's gonna start thinking back to when he was a kid, and he's just gonna start using his shield as a like kind of like almost like a surfboard before winter, like a
The good
snowboard.
old days.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna like get a running start, grab the shield at his belly, and then just hop and land on and glide out.
Oh yeah, on the icy parts of the runes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that you do as you guys just narrowly slide underneath this sort of simultaneously. Just one of you on a shield, one of you on a Draugr, as you slide underneath. And as you are all running, the ground beneath your feet shakes violently as cracks are snaking up the walls and ceiling. Large chunks of stone begin to fall, and the forge itself is collapsing. The once majestic chamber of the Frostforge that you were just in crumbles into ruin behind you as Vatranda and Huron clash with mountain-shaking force. The dragon's mithril form coiling around the enraged frost giant as they battle amidst the falling stone and ice, and seem to be tumbling in your direction as they are fighting. The entire mountain seems to be trembling as their roars and cries of anguish echo throughout, as you can hear them shouting and bellowing behind you. But right now, as you are heading out, we are going to need a athletics check as you are rushing out, and you will see widening cracks in the floor that you guys are going to have to jump over here or risk falling into the crack.
Can I
Oh gosh.
use
let's
see, I have spell slots left? I have one spell slot left. I'll use Nature's
I have
Ladder.
none. Oh, is it? Oh, can everyone use that? Like right on top of that.
I create a tree pops out of the ground and provides this hopefully safe passage to the other side of the chasm.
It's a tree.
Okay, yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't need to hold for long. I need to hold for just enough for us to cross.
No, that's perfect. You grow that tree that kind of, it looks like the tree is trying to hold the crack together as it just creates a bridge for all of you to run over. I will say that will give you all advantage on a check. For anyone that has like spider climb or anything like that lets you walk on walls, you will automatically succeed. But for those who don't, you can give me an athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, with advantage roll. Okay, let's do this.
yeah, with the
Yeah, let's go. I'll start parkour.
Trymere tries to jump that gap and it's
Frick.
like definitely going to fall, but the tree kind
Yes.
of grows underneath you and you get an extra little elven step. Holy shit, they're also making the most of this as, yeah, Gorm, luckily in control of the tree, is able to run across it easily. As are Mikkel and Carmilla. I assume you guys aren't rolling because you can walk on walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I can with Hiata using his shield earlier. I can imagine like Gorm controlling the roots and Hiata sees an opportunity to basically use his shield like a zip line on one of the roots that are appearing above. That's like a cool image.
That'd be fun.
Well, I'm going to move us onto another map here. So visualize this a little bit, but it's going to be mostly theater of the mind because I can't.
No problem.
I'm glad you chose my option, DM, in this thing. Kill the giantess.
Oh yeah, that
she sacrificed herself. Okay, it was a big moment. They're not blaming you at least, but yeah, you.
She should blame us.
Yeah.
Well,
In
they
a way,
really
Gorm
should
had it
have
right.
blamed us.
No,
Yeah.
you're definitely to blame for this whole situation going the way it has. But it probably could have gone worse if you hadn't been here. It's like, really, what?
I feel like it could have gone better too.
Yeah. Plus,
yeah.
Like from my perspective, basically, if we sided with Vatrander against Hyorin, that Vatrander would the forge would still exist, not lit, but it would still exist for like another ambitious or greedy youth to come by, and for Hyorin, it would mean we're basically lighting the forge now for our ambition and greedy youth to light it now. Basically, we sided Vatrander. The problem here, like Hyorin, would be later instead of now. That's what I'm thinking.
There is also what Loki was saying. I feel like I should say meta-wise as well. You're not going to be able to make friends with everyone. You guys have made your way along the coastline, and literally, you like you arrived in Skakutoko, and they were hostile towards you, but you did something and made friends with them, and then you sailed with them, and the first battle that they got into, you sided with them, and then as soon as they sailed away, you went and sided with the people you had just been fighting. So it's like everywhere you go, you've been trying to find the peaceful solution, which is completely understandable for our modern sensibilities. Like that's logically to all of us, that's the best outcome. But I will remind you, this is Mordia. You guys are Viking. This people here, the chances of you being able to befriend everyone are zero. You will eventually run up on someone that's not going to compromise, and that's kind of what this is in this moment. You are in one of those moments because these, especially between dragons, giants, gods, and all of these major world influencing factions, that's you guys are not high enough level to really be influencing them just with
a
couple of well placed arguments.
Yep, we gotta win the Mordia games. I mean the Iranian games.
I hope they both survive.
Yeah, but yeah, like the oh wait, hold on. No, I won't mention it. It was DM showed me with history on Arania and the Emperor. It was interesting lore, so I won't reveal it now.
Well, yeah, if you make it out of this, I'm sure there'll be a chat to have wherever you end.
If
indeed.
If.
Yeah.
Go if you die.
Nah, sure. Oh, sweet, Dragon's still here.
So they are both fighting in the same direction that you guys are going. So as you are running through this collapsing forge, remember Vatrunda did take you quite deep into the forge, so you are going to have to run to get out of here. You start to see that it is crumbling, like probably off the side of this mountain. And yeah, as you are fleeing, the battle between Vatrunda and Hjorund is just raging around you. So you're going to have to avoid getting caught in that clash, as both of them kind of blinded rage and grief here. But describe for me what you guys are doing as you try and escape these tunnels.
Ooh. Right now, my mind is thinking of like the scenes from God of War, like God of War 4 and Ragnarok, where basically epic Titanus clashes going on in the background. Is that, are you guys also imagining that?
Isn't that essentially what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. For the most part, I can imagine the party like running up under between the large clash of titans above. Because like Vatrunda fighting and then Hyorin blocking with his axe, like this push of strength, and then the party's just running under them like, oh no, this is not our fight.
Yeah, you can make a perception check if you want to try and spot a safe path through all of that chaos.
Okay. All right. Perception. Oh, damn, no.
Everyone can make that perception check, actually, because you are all running through here, so you're all going to have to, like, the landscape is changing as you run.
Hey.
Oh, gosh.
So, yes, but, like, I don't know if this is good or bad, but in character, I would definitely be keeping an eye out for what the heck Hyorin does, because I need Vatrunda to survive.
Yeah,
So, if things
still
look
help
really,
you?
really bad, yeah, if things look really, really bad, I might just have to, like, backstab him in the toe or something.
Okay, so do you want to try and make, like, an attack against the dragon, or do something to try and defend?
No,
I mean,
I'd just be
against Hyorin. Sorry, mix them up.
no, I'd just be keeping it in mind.
Okay, well, I mean, they
Alright.
are killing each other.
I'll focus on them.
They are definitely. Look, it might be wild. This is a hell of a clash going on around you, but neither of them are fighting and pulling their punches. They are destroying the whole forge around them as they fight. So if you want to, if you've got an idea on how you want to try and intervene there, maybe try and help one side or the other, you are absolutely welcome to try.
Sure. Only need people in 30 feet for this anyways. It's gonna be such an ass move. So for Hyorin, we're gonna go and go for. Wait, what do I even do here? I almost want to just troll him at this point. You know what? Yeah, I have an idea. I'm going to be trying to mimic Vatrunda's voice. And shoot a message to Hyorin.
Well, what? Oh.
Let's just be trying to. What would I even say then? Nah, you know, I'll just message like behind you.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I'll tell him to look behind, I guess.
Yeah, you can give me a deception check there and see if you're able to distract.
Alright.
Alright.
Where's this thing?
The deceiver. The trickster.
Oh, absolutely. Deception. Yoink.
Oh crap! No.
It's a sign.
That's not very good.
Man, the rolls tonight. At least they're not on your like get crushed by rock roll.
Well, well, no, I guess not directly.
Well, this is the whole thing. So yeah, you said this as you're kind of running underneath their legs, but the perception check was what would determine whether you're getting stood on. And oh, you haven't made one of those yet. You were focused on this. Maybe.
All right, yeah, I'll do one.
Okay, yeah. So that would be just enough as you're kind of you're trying to cast this and run through the crumbling forge. Mikil and Carmilla, and Trymere. It looks like you might be getting caught up in this, so I need strength saves from all of you to avoid getting knocked prone here as this chaos happens around you and you are swept.
Oh no, nope.
Are we running close enough in a group to like would my arm be able to reach them?
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it says so.
Ooh.
Are you on the map?
I am, yes. I'm,
oh yeah, she's in the back.
Then
Wrong
it should
roll,
be
but 21.
Oh, okay, amazing. So, yeah, Carmilla and Mikil, you guys are fine as you kind of block some stuff with your shields. You can describe maybe Carmilla's just doing things with Sven, but Trymere, you are like running and you just see Vaitrinda's tail swinging through the air and it clocks you from the side. You are knocked prone and into the snow. So you are going to be falling behind the. Yeah.
Oh, that is devastating.
Down, Trymere just falls into the snow, and the two elves, they kind of turn around to like try and help you here as there are going to be like rocks falling, and you notice Trymere being at the back of the pack now. You notice that the rumbling of the mountain is causing an avalanche, and the avalanche is now pouring into the cracks in this forge that are appearing. So there is just snow from every direction pouring into this room as you can now sort of see the sky, the ground is crumbling, it's all falling apart here.
Gosh.
But yeah, you see the avalanche first, so, and you're kind of face down in this. What is Trymere going to do here, or what the rest going to do?
For Trymere, I imagine that he's going to basically kind of like predict the fall of the avalanche and try to like basically predict where the debris is falling mostly and try to like navigate a path down while avoiding the falling ice rocks.
You can make a survival check with disadvantage because you were sort of fallen behind, so the avalanche is like right on your. Oh shit. Okay. You make a bad call and you're running straight into the path of the avalanche.
Oh gosh. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wait. Oh yes, I still have it. I still have from my feet. Oh what?
Do you still have a restore balance?
Oh no. It's one of my feats, Fate Touched. I have Misty Step in my spell list, and I can use it. Wait, hold on. Let me get it. Let me share it.
Yeah, no, that's
the
great.
Feature. The feature of sorcerer feature, fade. Come on,
yeah, Misty
Step. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Fate Touched. So basically, Misty Step is in my spell list, and I can use it once per long rest without expending a spell slot, which I have not.
Absolutely. So the rest of you will see Trymere fall behind and then get crushed by an avalanche. But describe for me what actually happens there, Trymere, as you Misty Step just at the last.
Oh, you actually see like one of the large rocks fall down, but you can see as it makes direct contact on Trymere's entire like torso, you see a flash of his Sorcerer Power's eyes glow as he kind of claps his hands together. As you see, in a way, it kind of almost becomes the snowy like the debris itself, but then you realize it's not like snow, but in a way it's all mist, which Trymere momentarily transforms into, like blending in with the like the snow, the falling snow avalanche, and you see him like getting close up behind. He's like first on his neck, but he immediately gets up. He's like, "Oh, I'm okay," and it's like he's still behind, but enough that but not so far that he's crushed by the debris.
Are you
Mace, what are the others doing?
Is it still far behind, or is he caught up?
Sorry, say again.
Go ahead.
I just missed. You both spoke at the same time. I didn't hear you properly.
Yeah, I still run. Even if he's down there, I don't think I can save him.
Is he far behind?
Trimia's caught up with you now with that misty step. He'll appear next to you and is back with the pack. So he.
Okay, I'm still running then.
But has anyone got any? I don't know. Some of you might have some crazy spells to help you here in the snow and the rock as it's all falling here. The ground is turning to difficult terrain very quickly.
Let's see.
Nope.
Can I use my Ring of Thunder just to push everything around us away, like all the stones, all the snow and stones falling, like momentarily, give us a bit of a bigger window? It's just creatures. That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You can you blast them back, and I mean you could hit the creatures that are because part of what you were avoiding here is Bertrand and Kioran, so they are kind of almost crushing you. You just deflect them and some of the rocks that are falling around you as you definitely make a small passage for everyone here and manage to avoid getting crushed. However, as you are continually going, let's see, did we resolve Hilter's attempt to? Not really. You would hear Kioran responding to hearing this message in his mind, just saying how you betray us. You think you are wise, but you are a coward hiding behind your fears. I will kill you. And he's just losing his shit, to put it lightly. At this point, though, as the walls are sort of crumbling around, you can see the open air, like on the side of the mountain, that is opening up. There are far more tunnels leading through this frost forge. So you've got a couple of options. You can try and, like, the fight is happening around you, kind of wherever you go. These things are so huge. But you can either try and go deeper into the forge and find another path through the mountain, or you can try and get out of the mountain itself here. Or you can just keep running and try and ride the wave of the crumbling forge.
Like, realistically, I think that's what I would do.
You know what? I'm sitting here because Trymir he's interested in like going. He's wondering if trying to enter like a part of the forge which isn't collapsed yet. If that will help. That's what Trymir's thinking.
Well, you will have a chance, but all of this is happening so fast and everything's crumbling around you. And as the side of the mountain is sort of blown open and the cold wind from there rushes in, and from the actual magic of the forge surging, I need everyone to please give me a constitution saving throw as you're trying to get in here. And this is to resist a point of exhaustion as the frost is just freezing you. But you may have something against.
I wonder, can all of us receive the aura from Hiete?
Yeah, everyone. You can assume that everyone's within range of him. You are.
Everybody, huddle up!
What is the range? Is it really close?
10 feet.
10 feet.
+4. Yeah.
10 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, you will have to huddle around, but so keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
but provided we are at +4. Simple, so that's useful.
So yeah, I'll leave it up to you if you are in that aura or not. You can, if you're trying to do some of your own parkour or whatever to get out of here, you can choose not to take it. But yeah, you are also welcome to huddle up close to your new friend.
Is this to resist the cold? Sorry.
Yes, this is to resist exhaustion from the cold. So if you've got something against resisting exhaustion or cold resistance or something, that would give you advantage on this save.
Because I do have resistance to cold.
Yeah, cold resistance will give you advantage. Sorry, I forgot to mention it.
Cold resistance, I'm accumulated to high extreme elevation and extreme depths. But yeah, I'll roll again.
Oh yeah, then you would probably auto succeed, but it looks like you rolled.
Yeah, I rolled very high either way.
Yep. The lowest were 14 from the Elts. Trymere and Carmelot, the Elts got 14.
Okay, but Carmela, don't you have cold resistance?
I just checked because I have not.
Didn't you before? I think you've got an item that gives you cold resistance. You might not be attuned to it.
I have a potion of cold resistance.
Oh yeah, we do have that.
Yeah, a bit late for that. But okay, then in that case, yeah, I mean, you've got all kinds of things for that. I'm pretty sure. I feel like an optic hunter, isn't that like the back?
Oh, wait a second. Oh, I think I know what you refer to. Let me see.
Oh yeah, I know what.
Is it this
And
one?
that just gives you like scavenging. Oh, I thought you had like a ranger feature somewhere around.
Yeah, I think still gives you advantage because DM mentioned like any cold weather stuff resistance. You can have advantage on your con save.
It doesn't say it gives you resistance to cold though.
That's so weird.
I mean, depends.
Wait, I thought it was cold weather right where automatically so seasonal saving throws against the effects of extreme cold.
Oh yeah. That sounds fitting.
You do have it. It's cold weather clothing, but I guess you're not wearing that at the moment because it's, or maybe you would have if you were going into the mountain. But you do have cold weather clothing, which would mean you automatically save against the effects of extreme cold. So it's up to you. Are you wearing that right now? Because I mean, that's just normal clothing under your.
Yeah, I've been like, I've always like, oh yes, I've been like holding on to that. Like, oh yeah, now we come to cold weather, so good to have that.
Yeah.
We'll say you put on a jacket when you went into the freaking freezing mountain tunnels. That totally works. Because that I was like, that's part of your whole shtick is being good in the winter.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Plus. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say you've got an advantage on that. It does say auto succeed, but because we forgot about it, you can give it one more roll.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was gonna say, plus you're undead, so kind of makes sense. You're cold blooded.
Oh, you didn't add the +4 from.
Yes, it's still very low. Still very low. It would have been 9.
I mean, it is optional. 14, you don't need to.
The 14 +4 is 18.
Oh yeah, you are right. That doesn't have the. So yeah, absolutely. The first roll would have actually been enough. So you all succeed. No one takes. Oh, except Trymere. Trymere, God, this is not going well for you. You're really trying your hardest to get out there, but you're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Okay, so question. Feel free to say no to this, but can I try to inspire him again?
You're gonna have to do that before the rolls. That is
Okay.
a specific mechanic, because otherwise after the roll. How
fair.
have we done that in the past? Did we?
Technically, you can do it after the roll, but not before you say what happens. Like before you say
Yeah.
you succeed or fail. But you said that
Fail.
it's not enough.
That's
before
fine.
you know.
So next
the
time.
Yeah. All right. Got it.
But sometimes, look, I mean, I'm not going to be a huge stickler about that. If like I've already started reading the thing, Foundry rolls these things very fast. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to have to say when you see him rolling it, you might want to call it.
Yeah. Well, for now, I get the inspiration, but I'm still failing the cold. I'll accept the failure on that.
So even if it's hard to actually get a word in, because I know it can be over Discord with everyone, if you post it into the chat like that, I'll know that you're trying to inspire the role, like when you're asking.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure thing. I'll keep it in mind.
Cool.
Yep.
So,
next time.
With that, Trymere, you take a point of exhaustion. Everyone else is okay, but Trymere's running out of there, just icicles coming off of his elven ears there. Yeah, 1 point is not so bad, but we shall see how this goes. As you escape the chamber and this avalanche that was triggered by the shaking mountain begins to tumble down the slopes, threatening to bury you all alive, and these creatures fight around you, you are going to have to outrun this rushing snow and ice here. So I'm going to need another athletics checks. I know this is a lot of rolls, but this is why we're here. So
Can I
one
do
more
math?
athletics check to try and run or climb quickly enough to be able to avoid getting overtaken by this avalanche.
Yeah, DM, would I be able to hold my Channel Divinity, which is pretty much, I'll send it, pretty much the same as the ring I have. And if the snow gets too close, I'll just knock it back.
Yeah,
quick.
I mean, what is there any difference? Is it just like a Thunderwave?
Yeah, it's just, this is my Channel Divinity, it's a cleric feature, and the other one was my ring that I got from the Jarl. They just have almost very similar effects.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, yeah. So we'll say that as you are running, you'll see one of the old ice flows that runs underneath here that you'll be able to command and liquefy it as you bring it up to fight back against the ice, and you end up creating what looks almost like a ramp on the side as all of the snow just crashes into this wave of water and starts to freeze it over, but it creates like a shelter above you as you guys are given a bit more time to get away here. But Gorm just opens that, and then you see the dragon and giants smashing through some of that ice as they're kind of caught up in it as well. But you give yourself a nice bit of leeway here. So I'll say everyone has advantage on their checks from this.
Yep, for Trymere, it's just a regular roll.
Yeah.
Did you use your thingy?
No, I don't have any more left.
Yeah. Normal is
I know.
This.
Yep, I have no spell slots, no sorcery points, no features from my sorcery levels.
You know what? That's true. I'm screaming at him to. I'm screaming at Tremor that he should run for his life, but I do need a melody. That's our flavor bardic inspiration.
Okay. All right. So athletics check, regular roll, athletics. For now, wait, hold on. I'm not rolling the d6 yet. Oh, okay, done. No, I'm not gonna roll.
You don't have to. What
yeah,
the frick?
Yeah. Fate. Yeah. Fate does not want Trymere to. The dice do not want Trymere to survive. Yep. I have -1, so.
Athletics, not athletics or acrobatics. It's fine.
Even though I rolled very low, I rolled a single digit.
Yeah, this is to outrun. This is more about speed. So if you are some sort of parkour expert, I'd say you could argue for an acrobatics, but yeah.
No. Yeah, Trymer's still failing even with acrobatics.
I mean, could I use acrobatics instead?
attempt it. I'm
Sorry, what?
I was looking for the perfect song that you are you would be using, but yeah,
It's a yes.
yes.
Right, sweet. I mean, if anything, it'll just be plus. It'll just be 2 higher, so it'll be a 16 instead of 14. I don't know if that changed anything, but
Music.
is that the music? Oh.
Yeah, that was the music.
Okay. This is the instrumental, but it's what I'm picturing. Shelter singing, "Run, boy, run,
run."
Okay, so yeah, Trymere slipping on the ice. You were not made for this. Everyone else doing all right though. As Kelted, did you say there was something extra on top of that?
I mean, if I can use acrobatics instead, it would be a +2, so it'd be 16.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, you just managed to make it as you're kind of calling back to Trymere, seeing him roll his way down the mountain at this point, and into these chambers that are kind of breaking and opening underneath you. You're sort of on the edge of the mountain at this point. You are falling further into deeper chambers of the forge, but at the same time, you're kind of half on the cliff edge as you've been pushed out by this avalanche. And at this point, you can see you are successfully outrunning this thing, especially because of what Gorm has done there. So to try and get either again further into the forge or down the mountainside, anyone who would like to navigate and give a survival check will assume that you are at the front and making a call for like go that way, that way, that way. Anyone can do that, but the fewer people that do it, the fewer options you'll.
Yep. If you'll either come. Oh, go ahead.
I can do it if no one wants it.
I'm definitely not doing it.
Yep, Trymere as well. Yes, disadvantage. He's exhausted.
Well, no one said no, so I will roll survival.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yeah, with a 24, you see a path that will lead sort of just out of the mountain and might get you out of the way of this avalanche and Huron and Baytrinder as you lead the group and you guys start to near an actual exit where a final tremor causes the ground to give way and you guys are going to have to make a jump to safety to get to where Gorm is saying. You just see a crevasse opening in front of it, and you guys are going to have to make a leap. As like before, this entire area collapses, and Veitrinder and Huron's battle reaches its peak as their attacks send shockwaves down the crumbling structure, and you are all kind of pushed in one way towards the same direction that you're leaping. So you can either give it's up to you again, athletics or acrobatics, and I will need one more con save to.
Ooh, I wonder, can Trymere somewhat help in this? Where basically, as people are making the jump, Trymere is going to cast. He's going to constantly cast a cantrip, Gust. So you basically propel them forward, like go, 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 go. It has a range of what is the range? Is it 30 feet range? Yeah,
Yep.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, you give a bit of an extra gust. I think you may need to use it on yourself more than anyone, but you absolutely that you add extra force to that shockwave and the wind and all of this cold that pushes you guys forward as you are making this leap. What about the rest?
Yeah, as we are running towards the chasm, I'll take out my rod and be ready to catch someone in case we fail, and hope I won't fail.
I really hope like Trevor, I really hope you use that gust for yourself, because the way I'm imagining is that you just jump and in the middle you just like double hop
jump.
kind of with the gust. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like Avatar: The
Yeah.
Last Airbender, kind of jumping
Yeah.
with airbending, propelling themselves forward.
No, let's hope you don't suddenly
Okay,
disappear when everybody
athletics.
needs you.
Yeah, I will say
Right.
the gust is probably not enough for everyone, but I'll say because it is in the scene, 2 people could take the advantage of the gust and get a
Yeah.
bit of a double jump going.
I'm fine.
Yep. I'll take the advantage of the regular roll for me. So,
I'll flash of genius myself for +5.
Oh, man, Carmela's rolls tonight.
okay.
Giga brain.
They are bad.
Let's go.
Okay, and then let's right time for Trimer. I have to make an athletic check, but this is a regular roll instead.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
I'll also add the 1d6 from inspiration.
From inspiration. Oh,
I mean bardic.
So
Damn it!
I was gonna say you can do
Bye-bye,
it whenever you
Trymia.
want to. Bardic inspiration doesn't need, so I need to give it to you beforehand, but you can use it whenever you want to.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
that was already established. You used it before.
oh, is it? Because
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I haven't. Like you gave it to me, but I
Wait
didn't
a
use it.
sec.
Yeah, he didn't actually use it there. He was asking if he could use it on the roll that you'd already made. So it's up to you. I'll say we can say that he gave it to him then, but oh, you did say that you were.
Oh no,
I mean,
sorry.
I
So
was playing myself.
okay, so just real quick second. So Bardic Inspiration, I gave that to Tremere earlier when I was screaming at him to run in a melody. The melody power is just for flavor for Bardic Inspiration, because usually you play an instrument. But the way you can use Bardic Inspiration is you can use it like after you roll the d20, but just
but I got a minus one,
before you know if you
use it.
succeed or fail. What?
Yeah, but
no, what I mean is that if you roll like a nat 1, you can say you don't want to use it.
Yeah, but still, I understand. I still wanted to use it anyway, since this seemed like the last hurdle.
I misunderstood that there. I miscorrected. So yeah, you can hang on to it, but so Trymere, you are choosing to use it there, and it was a 1.
Yes, it failed. I got a 7.
Yeah, so and for Carmela and Mikil, because a 15 is a failure, is that, did you add the 4 from Kilter? And is that
No. It did not, to my knowledge. Let me just see.
Wait, hold on. No, Hilta's aura applies to saving throws, not ability checks.
That's right.
I did say, I'm not sure if you heard it, that I was gonna flash of genius, so mine would be a 20.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that. So yeah, you would succeed, but Carmela, unfortunately, then would not. Okay, well, that might not be too bad, but let's see.
Yep, the elves failed.
And then was it another Constitution saving throw?
Then it was another con save, so you can roll that while I roll the damage on Trymere and Trymere and Carmela. You can also give me a dex save, as you guys don't make the jump and you fall into that crevasse. But now you are tumbling into a hole, while the rest of them have made the jump and are basically jumping outside of the mountain into the snow. So you guys can give me a con save.
Damn, 23.
Okay, so the elves make dex saves while the rest make con saves.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No, I think you meant that you guys need to do an additional dex save because of the failed thingy.
That is fine. Well,
I think everybody's doing con. Or
okay.
I mean, for the
Let's go! Holy moly.
A 15 dex save. And then make our con saves after our dex save.
Yes.
Okay, confirm the. Okay, yes. Okay, yes.
Yes. So con saves as well from Camilla and.
Oh my gosh. I'm not rolling well on.
Rather, you are going through it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trymere suffering the most.
Okay, and Camilla, what was your dex save as well?
Let me just see. It's 25.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, and then Grom, was there a con save from you?
If it's the same effect, you said I'm immune because of my feature.
Oh yeah, you are right. So okay, so you guys that have jumped out of the mountain, we'll get to you in a second. But Trymere, you fucking hit every rock on the way down. It is not good. You take 20 points of damage here. I will because there are two different damage types. Are you resistant to cold? But
No, I'm not resistant to anything, but yeah, I'll decrease by 20.
sorry, I'm trying to reveal it, but I was on. Okay, so yeah, you will see there it is 20 points of damage and half damage on a success.
Oh, did I succeed? I DC 15 dex save.
No, you failed.
Okay, so that's 20
failed.
damage. So I am in.
So yeah, you take 20 damage as you collapse down the rocks and fall into a pit down below as you crash down into a frozen cavern that is now open above you. Camilla, you also tumble into that mountain, but with the dex save, you are able to like parkour your way down. And although you are falling, you're able to kind of just run it down along the walls. And by the time you reach the bottom, you don't just clatter onto the ground, but Trymere has like splattered on the ground and taken 20 points of damage.
And I had I'm the lowest with 10. Everyone else were like 18 or higher under con saved. So do I get another point of exhaustion?
Yes. The Constitution was a point of exhaustion. As Trymere's like fucking broken a rib at this point.
Yeah.
But the rest
where
of you
is
have avoided.
Do we still have to continue running, or is it like
No.
we are safe now?
You have essentially escaped the fall. And as you escape this collapsing forge, you can see the titanic battle between Vatranda and Huron still raging on in the distance, with the mountain itself threatening to collapse entirely. The sky is now just filled with snow and ash from the like spells and dragon's breath that is being thrown around here. You can just see metal flying in all different directions as the once grand Frostforge now lies in ruins behind you, even more so than it was before. But you have escaped with your lives. The consequences of this destruction and the death of the Frost Giantess will probably echo through the generations, to be honest. But you now stand. I will show you. Yeah, we'll get to Camilla and Trymere in a moment, because for the rest of you, it looks like they just fell into a pit and they didn't make the jump. They must be dead. Everything just collapsed around them, and that crevasse, the like opening that they just fell through, is immediately covered with snow and ice as the rest of the avalanche washes down and kind of crashes into that hole above them.
Well, rest in peace.
It's stuck.
Everything looks so dark.
It's because you look into your own soul.
I must say, Driver.
And this view sucks.
Yeah. I must say, Driver got really messed up by the elements.
Yeah. Yeah. Thing. Oh my days.
He is a squishy sorcerer.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have a meal in case.
This is where the rest of you land, and it is 1 o'clock in the morning, so it is dark out here. You guys have got torches and spells and stuff that can help you with that, but right now, as you've escaped the forge, it is nighttime, and the mountain you can still hear rumbling with in the distance with the battle that is tearing the inside of that forge apart. But you are all relatively safe here out on the side of a mountain in the freezing cold.
Where is healed to?
I'm here.
Okay, you're invisible for me. If you're there, then I believe you.
Oh right, I guess I'm muffled much now.
Oh yes.
Oh, never mind. More snow.
Can you see him now, Gorn?
No. Can the rest of you see him? Maybe it's
I
on
can
my
see
end.
it on stream, but I cannot see it on my on the player one. So I'm gonna try and
So,
reload and see.
That's because that might be because you don't have a token, though. Like,
No, I can see everybody else on what's called the field, except.
oh right, if you
him.
don't select.
Where the fuck are you?
But that's just because it's pitch black. You can't see shit.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, that's why I hate humans.
So someone's gonna, yeah, it's pitch black up here. There's not much of a moon. There's a little crescent moon in the sky of only one of them. So if someone wants to light a torch, maybe it will. Because if I select anyone, I can't.
I do have a torch, but I'm not sure how I light it on fire in Foundry. I might be missing something.
So if you right click on your token,
yes,
you can
invisible.
see in the top left of the little like HUD that pops up, there's a little fire. Can you see each other now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have human vision.
Yeah, so it is snowing from what I can see. We either set up shelter here or find like a more covered place to set up shelter because it is 1 a.m. It is late at night. I'm not even sure where we are, so tracking
where
back
is-
might be a bit
Yeah,
complicated.
but where's the giant?
I don't know. What was I supposed to know?
Hey, I'm looking around. Where's the dragon?
Well, maybe they
Just
died.
see the last of that, what you could see in the distance getting covered in as it collapses, and hear the roars of both of them just get drowned out by the rockfall.
Damn it.
I think if you ever wanted to go to the Dragon's Treasury, it would be now.
Oh, right. Wait, you guys said you've been to the Dragon's Treasury, right?
Yeah.
Or his treasure hoard or something.
Yeah.
Was the Valkyrie there?
We were like.
Trymir tell us. It's the...
He did.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, she was there, but she was locked in a room with like magic locks.
Magic.
And there was like a half ogre or whatever guarding the door.
His name is Yeoman.
His name is Yeoman now, yeah.
Oh, that's your man. Okay.
Oh no, the Yeoman you're thinking of is probably a different guy, but
It's a Yarmond.
it's a Yeoman. Yeah, there's multiple.
It's Aeon, yeah, great.
The
You have
Yarmond
Yorm Gunder,
multiverse.
Yorm Gunder, Yorm Gander. That's a big one. Sure. Damn it.
Which way do we fucking go?
I don't know, because you... Okay, I know this is a lot to ask. Could you show me just a way to that trove?
I think for that to happen, we would need to know where the fuck we currently are.
Yeah.
Currently I have no fucking clue.
We might have to wait till morning for that.
As long as we don't freeze to death under these conditions. Although, I don't suppose any of our elven friends here have any the trinkets or something that could help us.
In a way, just like with his head in his hands, it just goes. Trymere was carrying the map.
Well, then let's go get him. Where is he?
Yes, we can't allow him to die. We'll never hear the end of it. They seem a bit trapped though, and Finway's sort of like trying to dig his way into the snow here, but there's just there's no way you're digging through there without some sort of magical assistance.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get there without any magic. And I don't think I exactly have magic capable of doing it, unless Mikkel wants to light a fire and maybe it will make a hole big enough after some time, but...
Oh yeah, do that.
What, just light a fire?
Yeah, we have to find either shelter or set up here.
Valid point. Well, the best I can currently do is straight up just cast grease on an area and just lower and light fire to it.
So are you gonna light this? You can see there is a piece of rock here that you could probably turn into a little brazier like that. Like make a little, use this stone at least to stop the snow from getting.
Yes, I think that would be the plan. Yeah, okay. So I'll try and cast grease in that little brazier-esque stone. Well, it seems kind of hard, but...
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll say you can, yeah, spend the spell slot for grease, but I'm going to ask you to make a check with maybe whatever you would use for crafting to actually try and retrofit this thing. It isn't an actual brazier. You're not that lucky. It's just an old piece of this ruin. You're not sure what it was original.
For this, I'll probably use masonry tools. That would be 12, unfortunately.
Okay, is anyone going to assist with that? You could give him advantage.
Yep. Gotta dig. Dig.
I'll hit it with my hammer. Like try to make it more into a shape of a brazier, like a small hole in the stone for the grease.
Okay, that would help. You can give one.
You got this.
Oh yeah, have the guidance too.
Okay, 1d4, and then what did you say you were doing, Gorm?
Just making the rock to make a hole in the rock, so you can put the grease in.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's just giving you mechanically advantage, so you can roll one more time with that d4.
Okay. 1d4.
Oh my god.
That's even
It's
That's
better,
solid.
but
That's all right.
Roll.
Make a basic fire here. That is going to be enough. Wasn't the DC is not. So yeah, you managed to light up this little rock, and you've got a very very basic fire you can see around you, and yeah, it definitely seems like you're in a tight spot here. You're kind of on the edge of a cliff.
Alright, well, we got that fire sorted. Only took away.
What?
Any idea how long? We didn't even see the bottom, right? Of the chasm where they fell.
You would have seen it as you sort of jumped over it, but it seemed like it was open beneath you, and it just went on into darkness. So yeah, as far as you could tell, that was a death drop.
That death drop.
Yep. But
Then I still offer for us to just rest here. Just going around in the blind will do us no good. And digging through the snow is probably also lead to no results.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, we can't really do much in the dark.
I mean, you two are welcome. You can see probably and everything, and you probably don't need as much sleep as us. But
Yeah, the elves will be with you, whatever you guys decide to do. But Ariana will sort of standing there shivering. She'll say, "All right, well then, we should set up some sort of shelter. Otherwise, we won't make it till morning."
well, it's the guy with a camper roll. I have 3 2-person tents.
oh, nice.
What if we just
My
make a
God.
giant fucking igloo?
Sure. Probably take us longer, but sure.
Yeah, but it'll be more fun. We'll keep ourselves warm during it.
Because
form
everything
around the base, yeah.
we've done until this point was not fun.
I mean, it's probably easier just use the tents. So let's do that.
Yeah,
Oh.
setting up a tent in the dark is hard enough. Making an igloo like on the side of a mountain, you can absolutely try. You've probably got some magical things that could help you do such a thing. There's plenty of big chunks of ice lying around. And you do have a few rocks as part of this ruin that you can kind of use to anchor yourselves here. But yeah, tents are probably a good idea. So as you guys go to set up camp, yeah, is there anything in particular that you are doing to specifically set up? Like, are you building an igloo or setting up a tent? And if you are doing such a thing, you can make a roll that would be associated, like a sleight of hand or whatever your crafting tool, or just survival. The elves will also help you here, so they'll give you advantage on whatever check this is. But this is just to like set up your shelter and hunker down for the evening or for the morning.
No, I don't think I got anything.
I did have an idea, but unfortunately, we don't have the materials laying around for that. So I'll just help setting up tents.
What were the materials you were looking for?
Well, if we we had like some sort of like anything similar to pipes that could hold water, we could essentially like use the brazier, the makeshift brazier, like as essentially a radiator to like transport the heat to the tents.
You can make an investigation check if you want to try and find some pipes in the snow, because that would be part of what you saw in that forge. Is some of these mechanisms and things. There were definitely pipes in there.
True, that makes sense.
Like it was quite high tech for for what you.
26.
Okay, yeah, you managed to find a small bit of sort of metallic piping that is just jutting out of the snow, and you go and wrestle with it for a second, but you manage to pull it out, and it's remarkably good shape for what you need. You may need to bend it a bit, maybe fix some of the holes in it, but it will work for your purposes.
Okay, so yeah, then I just want to like lay it down so it'd be under the snow of the tents. Actually, yeah, I wanted to lay it so it goes through the tents, and then just use a water skin as a water tank, and then that would essentially work as a radiator.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, that'll definitely, with that, you'll probably be able to avoid taking exhaustion by resting out in this frozen weather. You managed to give everyone a little bit of warmth.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else.
I'll work on the tents then. Set up all 3 of them.
Ooh, you can make a survival check with advantage from the elves helping you there.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, a bit hard to anchor it in the soft snow, so you use some of these surrounding rocks and ruins, and yeah, using what Mikil has built there, you manage to set up the tents, and everyone manages to get a nice little, relatively warm, not freezing cold, rather spot to sleep for the night, and some very welcome shelter from the freezing winds up here high on the mountain. With that, I'm going to say that takes you about an hour to set everything up, and you guys can settle in there into the tents for the evening. As yeah, anchors down for a long rest, or what do you? Is that the plan to try and long rest it?
I believe so. Unless someone wants a short rest.
Nah, we'll take a long rest. The elves can
I don't
keep
think
guard.
short rest will still be at night if we short rest.
Yeah, I think we might as well do a long rest.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, well, we will get to you in a second. We are about to cut over, but I will say,
sorry.
You guys don't roll your long rest just yet, because we'll get there after 8 hours. But you are settling in. However, Hjelte, as the bard, I feel like, would you be doing anything in this moment, like in this situation, as everyone's huddled together, trying to get some warmth out of this strange device that Mikil has created? Are you doing anything to sort of keep the morale up here in the group, or?
Yeah, I don't know if I got that high up already. You're not sure. Oh wait, what the heck?
What?
You know what? Yes, I absolutely do.
Oh, what is it?
I'm gonna check something here. I'll just. Damn, it would need to be something. You know what? Yeah, I'll grab a decently large rock and break it into and cast prestidigitation on it, and then I'll break it into smaller ones. And just give people like hand warmers, because those can heat 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh wait, what the heck? I can make musical notes with this too. That's cool.
Yeah, prestidigitation is good.
Wait, I can snuff out the freaking campfire.
Uh-oh.
Oh, must give you the upgraded ones. I hope we still.
That's
Does
really
anyone
funny.
have enhanced cantrip?
Wait, what?
I just have the Sadir one. I think it's practically the same. Maybe a few more options.
Yeah, Seance of the Satyr is a little bit of an extra fun version, but don't you have?
I don't have no. I don't have upgraded guidance as well. If it's a thing.
Yeah, I must look into that. Because I don't have the thing that I used to
I
get all
think
the time.
I saw them, but they're not on our sheets.
I will have a look. But for now, yeah, get to that. Yeah, very nice. So you guys huddle down. You've got some hot rocks and some heat as you huddle down into your tents for the evening, and we move now deep below the ice and snow into the frozen chambers that are still left in these little cavernous openings inside the mountain. And we see Carmilla. I would ask, before I actually switch the map, would you sorry, I'm conflicted about whether I should move this along or give you the choice, but of course I'll give you the choice. As you ended up on the bottom of this cavern, you would have noticed that Trymere splattered down and would be knocked temporarily unconscious from a fall like that. He hit everything on the way down, and you can see he's alive, but he is knocked out for the moment, and you immediately notice the avalanche blocking you in. You find yourself in this dark and dank frozen cavern, and it seems like there's not much of a way out. But you also have some of your survival equipment on you. So would you be doing anything to like light a fire in here, or sort of do anything yourself before Trymere is able to wake up?
I think I would be like creating a little circle of torches just around, like a circle that is like having Trymere at the center at least. That's a little heat.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you light a little fire here with these torches, and you create some light in the cavern, which might not be too much of a problem for you, but it definitely, the warmth is welcome to both of you. So you lie Trymere near the, and I will move you over here. Everyone can see here. This is the cavern you find yourselves in. Some snow still drifts in from what has just covered you, and Trymere, you slowly come to consciousness and see this around you, with Kamala just tending to the fire.
Harry goes, oh. Yeah, he like gets up and looks around, sees only Carmilla, and says, "Ah, damn! I remember what happened. I missed the jump." Oh wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Timer gets up and kind of looks around, so closer to the fire. And all right, so right now we're in this icy cavern. Like, is there any other passageways? Timer sees.
You can make a perception check to try and see one. Yeah, the obvious. There is a
Jumps
sort of
to
cliff
abyss.
edge.
Yep.
That's the plot
And
twist.
also, and also I have disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Damn, this is a disadvantage. Oh, but even
Damn.
so, it's 15.
Yeah, you look around and you don't see any exits to this cavern. You can see up above the hole that you fell through and how it is blocked off. And you can see that there are a couple of, like, there seem to be a couple of paths that may lead into the mountain, but you have no idea where they are. These are not like mined tunnels. They just, some of them could just be a crack in the wall kind of thing. Some of them you could really squeeze through and go like cave diving. But yeah, this is a natural cavern that you found yourself in. You are surrounded by some of the rubble from the forge, but this just seems to be a natural cavern in the mountain, and you can expect, yeah, what you would expect.
Okay. With that, Charmy says, looks over to Carmel, says, "Oh, okay. Got a plan? Well, man, I could tell I was out for a bit. Did you come up with a plan on how we can get out of this mess?" I got some later, but not now. How about you, Carmela?
Just found a wall. Walk up. Simple.
Yeah, that's true. You can do that. Like, question is, can Kimmy?
No.
I mean, you look into a ceiling. You can see you might be able to dig your way out the way you came, but yeah, climbing the walls would definitely make traversing the mountains easier.
Well,
if you also want to give a perception check or a survival, Carmilla, as you've had a moment to look around here, you can do. So you have seen no exits to this cavern that you find yourselves in. However, with a 22, you do hear something down below, and you hear what sounds like the growling, and just you hear zombie noises essentially, as you're pretty sure Sven fell with you and he fell down the big hole, but he's still growling, which means he's alive.
And that's important. We can't leave Sven. We can leave Trymere, but not Sven.
How dare you? But fair.
Man,
you care about Sven more than me. That's fine. Of course. All right. But fortunately, we are both elves. We can. Wait. So out of character. Wait. So since we're both elves, can we like trance for 4 hours to gain a long rest or no?
You still need 8 hours to rest. You just only are unconscious for 4 of those. But you still.
Okay.
It's an 8-hour rest, even for an elf. But yeah, you
Okay,
could. I'd say you could make it like flavor-wise. It could be a little bit shorter, but yeah, you are also. I think you have 2 points of exhaustion, so Tiny's probably would need the rest.
Oh, definitely. And I have no spell slots, no sorcery points. I am hunkered out. So, I would suggest rest, and would Carmilla agree? Like, just rest right now.
Sven most likely doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. And Trymere is gonna look at like he used this. I wonder if did it reach far enough from. Basically, it was Trymere was near the treasure trove of the ancient little dragon, Vatrander, when he was using it. So would it show where Trymere is, or no? It's far from Vatrander's treasure hoard, from 1 mile radius.
No, actually, you are about a mile underneath that. So you are you can see yourself on the map, and you can see that there are a couple of tunnels that are dotted throughout this mountain. Where you are, you can see is just like an empty space, but because that is a magical map, you have been able to actually map out even these natural caverns. So you can actually see that it might be a tight squeeze, but you've got about 3 different paths that you may be able to take out of here. One would require climbing, one would require going down to where Sven is, and one would require squeezing through some incredibly tight cracks. You're not even sure you would physically be able to get through there, but you can see that there are 3 tunnels leading away from the cavern that you are in. But they would all be dark and dangerous.
Okay, understood. One thing for sure is that Carmelo does not want to bend Sven, so we are going down when we rest.
It's going down.
He seems about right. He's just sort of bumping it against the walls when you look over the edge. He looks like he'll be fine down there. But he doesn't seem to be moving as fast as he would. It seems like one of his legs was broken in the fall, but he's still dragging it along and trying to sort of claw at the walls.
What you don't realize is that Sven is secretly a mastermind and is currently making a plan how to get out of here. With all of us.
Yeah.
He started digging a tunnel, but it looks like it's going to take him a while.
Yeah, so with like climbing above or going down below, are the passageways small? Are they also small and tight, or no? Are they big enough to walk through?
It seems like the climb would be the more dangerous part, and the tunnels sort of changes in width, but it's only the one tunnel that seems like it would be a really tight squeeze to get through, at least here where you are. Further down tunnels, there may be more challenges to face, but yeah, it seems like you would probably be able to walk comfortably through any of these tunnels. It's just getting into them that might be a problem from here.
Okay, because Trymere does have the fly spell in his magic arsenal, so he can cast fly on himself and Carmilla to traverse through the like below, and like since it has like a lot of space to go through, we can freely fly through and navigate our way back.
That could have been useful about an hour ago, but yeah.
Yeah, like that's why I don't have spell slots. That's why I can't use it. Like I didn't have any rest ever since entering the caverns before we reached the treasure of the ancient dragon. Trymere used all of his spell slots and sorcery points, so that so he's tapped out.
That's what you think? We can just squeeze you for extra spell slots.
I think he was doing that already with his sorcery points.
Wow.
Are you guys
roll him up like a used bottle of toothpaste?
Yes.
Are you guys both going to settle in for a long rest here then?
Yes, definitely. Trymere is out of spell slots. He needs his spells back.
Okay. Trymere, Carmilla, anything else you're going to do here tonight before you rest, or are you also going?
I'm just gonna check and try to calculate like how much time there's left, so we don't wake up and it's like extremely cold because the fire's gone out.
Okay, yeah, I'll say make a survival check here to keep this fire going all night and just make sure it doesn't die. DC is pretty low. But oh, beautiful. 24. That is great. So yeah, you are absolutely able to maintain the fire all night and keep you guys warm over the next 8 hours. And everyone can take a long rest. As for you guys up above as
Yeah. Long rest.
Oh man, it's been like 6 sessions since we got a long rest.
Really?
Really? Has it been that long? I mean, to be fair, I thought you were going to long rest before going down to the Frost Forge, but you all very enthusiastically ran down there after Huron. So
Yeah,
this,
we did not want to leave here, and I feel like there would have been dire consequences.
well, you might have been more equipped to actually side with one of them and fight one. But yeah, we rejoin you now. We'll rejoin the others up top. I'll give the two of you down below a chance to think of your plans, but we'll rejoin the others up. As sun breaks over the side of the mountain and can finally see what the hell you're doing as yeah, you find yourselves looking out over the Emir's Lash mountain range and Mordia beyond. What are you guys doing as the morning comes?
I think we have to head to Broda either way. That's the only entrance to the mountain I know of. If we want to search for them.
Great.
Yeah, so I guess first things first, we would have to find out where the fuck Broda is.
See if we can get to a vantage point to see where we are.
Can anybody fly?
Can you fly?
No.
Either.
I can't fly either. The best I can do is walk on walls. But I don't think I can really do that in the snow.
I mean, that's kind of a close second. What about those two?
They can't fly unless they hid it from us.
I see. Well, I mean, do we do that, or do we wait for them to come up, or?
Well, I think if we wait here, at some point we'll just run out of rations and die. So I think it's better to move than to stay.
Yeah.
What if they come up here and they're also out of rations, and then we're not here?
So either we die or they die, or both die.
Well, we wouldn't need to all die.
I think we should find a solution where everyone lives, preferably. I don't know if that's just me.
Sure, that's kind of what we're trying to. Well, with the giant and the dragon, and now it's well, it didn't go that well.
Well, we just learned that we shouldn't compromise all the time, but I think we can compromise in terms of our own party members. I'm gonna try walking up to the stone, and then I want to see if I can still walk up it, like despite all the snow. Just see if my spider climbing still works.
Okay, yeah. Give me an investigation or a survival check as you try and investigate the snow here. Maybe are you trying to like climb up to get a bit of advantage as well?
Yeah. That would
Okay,
be the idea.
so yeah, it is quite tough to move through the snow here. You can tell that it is loose in most of the places around here, and you're kind of forced to go along the side and start climbing up the ridge of this. But your abilities still work. You just you have to kind of find some solid rock to be able to climb. And I'll show you what you see as you make your way to the top of a little.
So basically, just have to Skyrim this. Okay, that's good to know.
Is anyone else climbing with him, trying to get advantage, or
Keep climbing a shot. I'll just like use the rocks I can see. I'll have spider climb.
Okay, then you can make an athletics check to try and get through, or a survival, as you just try and find a safe path. Okay, nice. Yeah, you actually kind of help Mikhail as some of the snow he stands on starts to drift. He bumps into Gorm, and then the two of you find your way across and help each other up this little where you find yourself looking out over a mountain, and you seem to be this is like the next kind of peak next to where everything crumbled, but this is kind of the view that you have.
I think down there is where we came from. The giant opening.
No, you recognize this. You haven't been to this side of
okay.
But you would be able to see down there from your vantage up here. You can kind of see what looks like a frozen river leading into the mountain down below. That's the only entrance you can really see into the mountain from here. But there are a couple of other little spots that you might be able to find. But this is, if you were going to go back into the mountain, that seems like the best path, though it is definitely a treacherous way down.
Well, I do have Featherfall gone if we want to try and take that way down by the frozen river. But this looks dangerous. But, oh boy, the view though. Something.
Well, technically, if we head southeast, we'll eventually reach the sea, and I believe where we docked the ship. But that's a lot of trekking on foot.
Yeah.
If they're somewhere inside the mountain, and if they're alive, that's probably our best bet.
Then yeah, I agree. The question is just how the fuck do we get there? And like, could maybe Leap of Faith just try and Featherfall, but like this mountain is quite jaggedy, so not quite sure how that would work.
Does your Featherfall just summon a bale of hay at the bottom of wherever you go?
God, I wish that would be kind of funny. It's like Assassin's Creed style, but it's just how the fuck do
you don't have to wish. You could say that is true. Also, that sounds amazing.
I forget how you show it in the. Can I just use it? It's just normal Featherfall.
Yeah, you two guys are standing up on top of this ridge, and the other two elves, they are now kind of digging at the snow, and you can see them down there shaking their head as Hilt is there with them, and you hear them saying, I don't think we're going to be able to dig through all of this. Maybe with some magic and some rest, if he's alive. Trymir might be able to get himself out.
It can do that?
It's pretty powerful. I think yesterday he was just a bit tapped out. But Carmilla's nothing to be scoffed at as well. She's proven herself to be quite the warrior. I'm sure they're just fine. I hope.
Okay, well, in that case, the reasoning of the other two makes a lot more sense.
We are supposed to be guarding Trymir, though, so right now we're not doing very well at our jobs. We would appreciate any assistance in getting him back. We know you're not, well, part of the original group, but we're kind of stuck in this together.
Well, apparently I need him to get out of here. He's the one with the map. So, sure, let's do this.
Frick.
It's you, I think.
Well, seems like we have a few options. Mikkel's gonna start heading down to the other party members, just so we can discuss what to do. I think we have a few options.
Continue with the prestidigitation and just healing a rock and trying to melt some of the... Wait, no, that's stupid. I'll stop. I'll just turn it into a thin layer of ice.
True. Well, so far it seems like we have two options. Gorm and I looked over the ridge and we saw there was a giant opening by the base of the mountain, which we could somehow get down. I'm not sure like how y'all want to do that. If you just want to try and fancy some skis and then we just ski down the mountain, or like we just leap of faith and feather fall to the bottom. Or there's what Finway suggested, just try and dig through the mountain, but I don't think any of us has strong enough magic for that.
I don't.
What do you say, Gorm? Do you want to ski? Do you want to fall?
We can start with skiing and worst case fall.
Well, as long as you're close enough to me, else I can't really help you.
That's a good point.
So skiing.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to investigate, see if I can find any like boards or anything of similar.
Okay, you can make an investigation check to try and find some usable debris.
Okay. Oof, I'm not rolling well on these.
You rolled well before. It's you're just unlucky this time.
I'll also look around. Might as well. Well, the ski don't have to be wooden.
True.
No, they don't have to, but I mean, it would be nice.
Yeah, I'll also look around.
Unfortunately, Mikkel seems to just be finding stone, and there doesn't seem to be much wood used in this craft. But yeah, Gorm, you either give him advantage or roll for yourself as you are looking around.
I'll give him advantage.
Okay, try again.
In that case.
Okay, that's a bit better. 19.
Oh, I thought that was a nat 1.
I'm glad it wasn't.
Yeah, it was 11 plus 8. That's why.
So yeah, you will find what looks like it was some kind of panel like on a door, and there's a couple of planks that make this thing up. Some of them are broken, but you would be able to probably break off a couple of planks off of this wood, and yeah, what is it that you're trying to make? These definitely don't look like they'd make excellent skis, but with some craftsmanship between the lot of you, I think Gorm would probably know the most about like being able to bend wood into a shape that would work here. But what are you guys going to do to make skis? You do seem to have enough resources.
All of them.
Yeah, I'll use my woodworking tools.
And then I suppose we should get some rope to fasten our feet to the skis, which I thankfully have.
Wait.
Okay. You can make a sleight of hand check to try and fasten these things on, but first from Gorm will be a check with those tools. And yeah, if anyone is helping him to make these, you can give him advantage.
I'll help Gorm.
Oh, these rolls.
16.
So that it's just enough to make a pair of rudimentary skis. These things don't look like they'll last you very long. Like you're probably not going to get all the way down the mountain on these things, but you have got something that would be able to help you traverse at least one or two of these slopes. And yeah, everyone has got now some makeshift skis. I don't know if you're going to be slapping them on right now, but you can give me a check so long with your sleight of hand, Mikhail, to see how well everyone is able to fasten these things to their feet. If you would like to do it yourself, you can also make the roll, but otherwise Mikhail is helping everyone set up.
Okay, please.
Oh, yeah, that's big, bro.
Oh yeah, these things aren't going to come off while you're halfway down the mountain.
Wait.
Okay. Alright, lads. I'm not gonna lie, I've never skied before, but it's time to try. I hope you're all ready, because I'm not.
Oh, definitely. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, well, there comes the treacherous part.
Wait, actually, do you know how to stop?
That's the neat part. We don't.
And with that, we will, as everyone climbs their way to the top of that mountain, we will cut over to the other two down below as, yeah, unbeknownst to you, your friends are planning something pretty wild, actually. Yeah, depends how you look at it. But we reach Trymere and Miller in the morning as they are figuring out a way out of this.
All right. Can I apply my long rest to driver?
Yes, you could have all done that before, yeah.
Yep. All right. I have one exhaustion down, but I still have first level exhaustion of a disadvantage on ability checks.
It's the saving throws that really get you, but
yeah, that's at third level exhaustion.
What's he looking like as he gets up here in the morning and is still? It's like it's been a while, since you felt this exhausted.
Yeah. Ooh. Yep. So as we wake and get ready, the Trimare's like, yeah. Does Carmel agree with Trimare's suggestion of basically casting fly on both of us so that we can traverse down to get Sven and then fly through the caverns below? Since Trimere has a map to navigate. crew.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yep. Yeah, and since since flying going down below, we can fly. We'll have a lot of space to fly around. So no debris to dig our way out. But yeah. All right.
Damn it.
Cool.
And
So
with that, Trimer is gonna use Meta Magic extended spell on. So the duration is doubled, so he can use fly at 4th level, targeting both himself and Carmilla.
Yo, nice.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so that will definitely help you a lot with getting over all the crevasses and pitfalls in these tunnels. But then as the two of you begin to fly, and you can, how many can you cast?
Hmm?
Are you, how many can you cast this on at once?
Oh, since at 4th level, both of us, so Trimer and Carmilla, are you asking how long?
No, I was just double checking how many. I thought, for some reason, I thought fly like targeted like 5 people, but
That's Featherfall, I think.
No, yeah, that's Featherfall.
yeah. Okay, so cool. The two of you are going. You both have fly cast on you, and yeah, Carmilla, you are easily able to fly down to grab Sven, as you said you were going for the lower tunnel. Right?
Yep, and navigating through the map Trimer has.
Okay, so you can give me a survival check, Trymere, and then you can both give me acrobatics checks to try and fly through these tunnels without impaling yourself on some.
He's gonna use restore balance so that it's not disadvantaged because he's exhausted still. So normal survival. Oh dang it! But fortunately, oh man, I'm not good, really good. But fortunately, I have a feature of the. Right now it's here. Here's
magical guidance.
Yes, yes. Hold on, it's in my features list. I'm gonna try to get it out.
Oh, and Carmilla, I forgot about your check because you would no longer be well fed. So I think you have to make a con save.
A con save, you see. Oh well. It's time. It's time to finally use that advantage. Not advantage, but inspiration I have laying around.
Okay, so you managed to avoid going feral, which is good.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. When I go feral, I just
Alright,
you
fine,
just
fine.
wake up and have like your throat ripped out.
I need that to eat my soup.
You can just like install like a soup dispenser where your throat was.
Okay, there you go. Magical guidance. So I'm gonna reroll my survival check. Let's see if the. There we go. 19.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, so you're like getting a bit lost at first as you guys fly your way down this tunnel, but then Trymere, with your magical guidance, you illuminate a path for you to follow, and you start going the right way. But your acrobatics check to fly, see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
As you are able to find a path through this mountain.
Oh my gosh! Okay, can I use magical guidance again?
I think so. I don't know. How many uses have you got?
Oh, it depends on how many sorcery points I have. So every time I can reroll, I can spend 1 sorcery points to reroll a d20 ability check, and so yeah, I think I can use. I think just like inspiration, I can use it once, but in this case, it's for how many, as long as I have sorcery points to use.
This is a separate check, the acrobatics. So.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Well,
I'll accept the roll.
Mm.
Yeah, the dice decided.
Okay, well, the Carmela's wasn't great either. So you guys are both going to encounter some troubles as you are flying through here, and maybe trying to go a little bit too fast as you rocket your way through these tunnels, trying to find an exit following Trimir's path, and you encounter. Yeah, you guys are going to fly into more geothermal vents as you kind of fly around a corner as a steam pit just explodes with this burst of steam, and you are both engulfed in this. And yeah, I need another con save from both of you to try and avoid taking damage from this like geyser of.
Good enough.
Not quite. A 10 is not going to do it. And it is half on a success. So, Trimir, you did succeed. And that is 25 points of damage total. Half if you succeeded. It was 16 points of fire and 9 points of poison, if that makes any difference.
How much poison did you say?
9.
A 9.
I mean, 9 points of poison.
9.
9.
Yeah, so you guys fly through that steam, but you do find yourselves. Let's see. Carmela, can you just roll a straight d20 for me?
Ooh.
Let's see where you come out.
Oh, that's so close to that 20.
Just to call out the total there.
8.
8 total. Oh, okay.
From 1d20, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
Case,
low numbers are bad.
Actually, they're good.
So you guys are going to exit to what looks like a bridge, and it looks like there are more bridges up above you. As I'll put your tokens down and reveal you here. Okay, so you guys managed to find your way onto a bridge down there, but you you find an opening that would lead you back out onto the mountain, and being able to fly, you will be able to move up there without any issue. But yeah, you've taken some damage from steam and ice as you've been flying through here. But we find you now on one of those bridges down there in the bottom of the crevasse. What do you guys?
So can we just fly up?
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm curious about.
I want to see what this is.
Okay. I imagine as Trimer is like thinking about should be because Trimer's curious about the other like surroundings of the forge, but seeing Carmilla fly, so yep, it's gonna fall. What do you see, Carmilla? What is it?
It's a box.
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check there, Carmilla, as you look at this strange box that seems to be sitting here in the snow. Staircases attached to it, seemingly leading to nowhere.
Can Trimer make a history check as it's because it's architecture?
16.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
With the 16, Carmilla, you notice that there are carvings on the side of this that seem like they are elven in make. It seems like this block looks like it is a part of the ruins, but that this is kind of exposed, and the top part of it has been broken off, and you can see that the stairs are also leading to what was once some sort of building, may have connected to the Frost Forge itself, but you can tell this was an elven part of the building. And Trymir, with that 15, you are also able to succeed, or does that give you advantage?
Oh, the historical knowledge. Oh, it's just saying when I enter a ruin or dungeon, I know who made, like basically who made it. I'm just rolling if I know more involving, since I assume the same as Carmilla, I would know it's elven made, but with that 15, I'm wondering if Primer knows more.
You would know because you can ascertain the original purpose. You would know that the symbols that are engraved on the side, it's an old elven puzzle, and this box probably was some sort of a storage box. Like it clearly had a lock on it, so it may have been something valuable, but this is an old like storage unit.
Okay.
And you don't know what's inside.
All right. Trymir will give that knowledge to Carmel, saying, "Oh, it's a storage box made by the elves." Yeah, we'll guess. Like with Carmel's investigation, does she find something to? Can you open it, someone?
No, she's pretty much getting the same sort of information, but you can also tell that this is some sort of a puzzle. You're not entirely sure how it works yet. You'd have to look into it with more. But I think that is where we're going to cut over to the others, as they are trying to ski. Now, are you guys trying to ski down? Okay, yeah. I'm swapping over to that other map, but we're out of time, so we're going to wrap things up here in this moment as everyone is standing at the top of this mountain. Sorry, I'll switch in a second, but what are you guys doing as you stand on top of the ridge that they were looking over before, and everyone has got their skis at the ready and sees one hell of a slope below them? This definitely looks dangerous.
I'm tightening my headband and getting ready. We're going skiing.
Should we tie each other to like? Should we tie a rope around each other so Mikhail can cast a spell in case we fall to our death, and we won't be too far away?
Sure, that could be a good idea.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, doesn't really seem like there's a lot of trees.
There's a lot of sudden endings of the path.
Yeah, but you just jumped that.
Where to?
Down.
More snow?
You asking or saying?
But I mean, kind of both. It's I mean, you don't really get a lot of options.
Yeah, that's why he has a spell in case we're about to die.
So I think the idea might be to like go like snake around, try and go this way, like down, and at this point we're kind of fucked. I think at here we'll just have to take the jump
The
and
spell,
just go
yeah.
off. Yeah. And maybe also here actually. Like that seems like a far jump.
Yeah, but we could just stop before it.
I think we still want to try and get over, unless we can. Maybe it wraps around like that, so we can. Either way, I have to spell. So I think we should do what Gorm said and tie a rope around us, just so I can cast it in case anything happens. I don't want to live.
I mean, sure, if we have enough rope for it.
Should do. Right.
Yeah, I mean, Mikhail's had to use his rope to tie you guys into the to strap you to these actual skis, but the rest of you have probably got rope on you as your starter
Yeah.
equipment. I don't know. Gorm might have
I'll
used.
use my rope.
Okay. Also, sorry, just double checking. Are we supposed to end now or in half an hour?
Isn't it now?
Is it a 4-hour session or less?
I can never remember if we end on the hour or on the half.
Oh, we usually end between 1:30 to between now and 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No. Well, then it's definitely meant to be now. What? No, we're not meant to end at 10. But yeah, we will call this then the last thing, as I will ask you guys to describe how you kick off, and maybe we can actually do the rolls next time if you want, or we can do them now. It's up to you.
I'll stand next to the edge, and I'll take out my rod. It will turn into a tentacle as I just like slap a nearby clearing of snow or stone and just like push myself forward to start my descent.
Reaching the enemy.
Likewise, Mikkel's just gonna use a long sword as a stick to propel him forward.
I don't even know if I'm just gonna try to. I think I might just try to raw dog it.
Raw dog it, even.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Famous last words.
Okay. So with that, we see you all rocket over the side of the mountain. The two elves doing their best to follow after you, and we will see if you make it down to the bottom next week.
All
Of
right.
course we are.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, alive or not is what I should say.
No, that's fair.
Thank you guys very much for the session.
Yep, that was a lot.
Thanks for the session.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the host.